right, honey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Victory is ours. Was yesterday, but honey, we got another sweet victory today. They are telling me, and I got video proof to show you, okay? They are saying that Trump mega people, they are trying to take themselves out of here. They are fearing for their lives. They are scared. They are going crazy because Donald Trump, 34 well, I can't say, see, some words YouTube would not allow me to say. Like, I try to put the C word in the title and it was like, but you guys know 34 counts, he is guilty, and they are taking it really hard, and we got to talk about that. And let's talk about Diddy. You guys know they are saying Diddy done fled the country. Diddy done fled the states. I don't know how true it is. We got to talk about that. And Nancy Grace is also talking about Diddy. We got to keep our necks on Trump's and Diddy. I want them both to be behind bars or in jail. These are two big men with a whole bunch of money, with a lot of privilege, that do a lot of wrong, that see women as objects, that see women as lesser, okay? And I'm not for it. And I saw that video of Trump. It is video recording and audio of Trump referring to black people as the N-word. Yes, the N-word. And that lets you know exactly how he feel about y'all. But a lot of people already knew this. But a lot of people, they're so hooked on the Donald Trump check. You know, during the Covina, he was giving out checks and it said Trump in it. So they like, I want my check. They want their baby back, baby back, baby. Chili's baby back ribs. Chili's baby back ribs. With barbecue sauce. All right, so that's how they feeling about Trump. They see some money, and it's just the ignorant ones that do not represent all black people. And as a matter of fact, I will show you a lot of black people that are supporting Trump, like this nut job right here. Have y'all seen these nuts? Oh, can we talk about this nut? Okay. See, these are the type of black men that are supporting Trump. Okay. Can we just get up on out of here? Can we get up on out of here? Okay. Girl, it is a mess out here in these streets. Now, I see that you guys, got the y'all want to talk. So I got the phone lines up and I got the chat link up because y'all got a lot of stuff to talk about. And I'm gonna be looking in the comment section talking to y'all. And I cannot forget about my darling Haley. Is that how you pronounce her name? Haley? Girl, they are saying she got cheated on by DDG. And I told her that. And I try to tell y'all, sisters, to leave these thug rappers alone. Girl, they are saying that he got somebody else pregnant. Mind you, she just got pregnant, girl. So where we at? What's going on? Who should we talk about first? I'm looking at Sheila. Sheila said these number 45 folks sending him money after he got convicted. Yes, yes. Talk about it. And it's so sad. They are so blinded. They worship that man. That man is their God. You know what it remind me of? Have you ever heard something called the Antichrist, the second coming or whatever? Where this man, he's going to be like a major figure and everybody's going to worship him. All the Christians going to worship him and he's going to promise peace. He's going to bring everybody together and it's going to be very peaceful for a couple of years. Then after that is doomsday. Okay. So honey, I don't know. You know, I try not to use religion and stuff, but honey, during these topics, they definitely use religion as talking points. So sometimes we got to hit back with religion too. We all know the Bible. We all was raised up on it. Okay. Ain't nobody no fool. So I want to go here. I was over here at Willie D. He is a black YouTuber. Okay. A black man. And he talks about how thousands of megas are trying to take out themselves. Look at the title. And that is just crazy. No man needs he need to go to jail for him to have that much power and influence where you have people that want to unalive themselves. I don't know no celebrity out here where people want to unalive themselves because they have been accountable for the wrongdoings. We all hope Diddy go to jail. See, that's the difference between us. We can hold our people accountable. We all want Diddy to go to jail. Ain't nobody trying to take themselves out of here because Diddy should go to jail. But when it comes to them, they don't want to hold nobody accountable. You see, and I'm looking in these comments. Can we get the likes up? First, can we get the likes up? Can we get the likes up? We only got over 200 people and 67 likes. Come on now. Can we please get the likes up? Please get the likes up, y'all. Okay. Oh my goodness. Random says, I don't hate Trump. I know you don't. You love him. Okay. I just absolutely cannot stand Sleepy Joe. Well, listen, Random. This has to do with what Trump did was wrong. Okay. He broke the law, Random. See, that's a different situation. Now, if you want to talk about immigration, we could talk about that on a different topic. You understand? But see, y'all trying to mix everything together. We are really looking at Trump and Diddy and them breaking the laws and getting away with it, and people worshiping these two because they have money and power and influence. Hell, you might like Diddy because he put out some good beats, but at the end of the day, he did wrong and he has to be held accountable just like every other citizen. You know, we all have to be equal. See, y'all want to have this privilege. Y'all want to make somebody that you feel that can save you or be your savior, or you benefit from them. So therefore you want to look the other way when they're doing wrong. But the next person, you want to hold them accountable. That crap is not cool and it's not fair and it's playing favoritisms. Everybody needs to have their day. Nobody is above the law, okay? Nobody is above the law. Nobody above the law. Random said, I'm just saying, I know there's different angles to the whole thing. Well, Randall, we could talk about them angles, but we got to do one angle at a time. That's how mother suckers get confused when you're doing too much at one time to try to confuse. Let's just one thing at a time. Break it down. Break it down. Okay, but ain't nobody taking themselves out of here because Diddy is going to jail. But honey, the reports are saying all these mega people are taking themselves out of here because Trump has been found guilty. Y'all don't see a problem with that? Y'all don't see an issue with that? And they say that Trump, he's always sending out emails inciting his people, letting them know, oh, I'm sad. Oh, I'm crying right now. Oh, I need money. Oh, I can't sleep. I can't sleep. So he works on their emotions. He works with fear and hate. That is how he uses and drives his base on fear and hate. Now, who do you know that use fear and hate to get people? Okay. That's not walking in love. That's not talking in love. Okay. But honey, I'll let Willie D tell it. And he's a black man. Okay. For the black people. And I want to look in the comment section because you know the comment section is always telling. They are saying Donald Trump was looking like a thug out Big Bird in court after the verdict. Okay. These are our black men that are speaking. Another black man said Trump was like, I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for those meddling jurors. Okay. So he's just like a Diddy. Diddy want to get away with his wrongdoings, and so does Trump. They all want to get away with their wrongdoings. Okay. And they have been doing it, you know, but we are in a different world where we are holding these higher men that all this money, we're holding their ass accountable. Okay. Ain't no more. You're better than the rest because you got a whole bunch of money and influence and you want to push your fears on other people. People are saying if that does not sound like a call, I don't know what to say. It is a call. It is a call. It is what it is, a call. If you do not believe how they believe, if you is not what they program, they already told you on so many radio stations, they're going to purge you out of America. And that is sad because you won't even have your own freedom of mind. You can't think. And I showed y'all this yesterday, but look at this. Now, come on now. Now, that's just ludicrous right there. And people are saying to this, mental illness runs deep in these people, okay? Now, Danielle said Trump 2024. Danielle, do you want a cookie? Okay, because Danielle, this is not a place for you to cast your vote. This is not, what do you call that? The voting stage. This is us talking about him being guilty for them damn charges, okay? Talk about your felon. If you're going to vote for his felon, then go ahead and do so be it. But this is news. Make no mistake about it. So do you guys want to hear from this man? He's a Trumpster. He's another black man that is on a Trump train, okay? And I'm just going to hear what he say. I honestly, I don't give people like this any time of day. I don't give people like this any time of attention. I really don't. Yeah, some of y'all know I'm Shamar. Okay, look.
We thinking Donald Trump is going to be motherfucking free.
All that cussing, that's all they do over there.
And fight for our country, but look at this. This man been literally guilty on all 34.
Why does all mega people sound the same? Huh? Girl, listen. The white ones and the black ones, they all the same. And let's not forget about that goddamn Caitlyn Jenner, okay?
The charges.
Right, Sheila, arrogant as a motherfucker, okay? And this is who they will put in place and say, he represents the black community. He represents the black gays, black gays, or black for Trump. Bullshit.
They lied on him. They is lying on Donald Trump.
Girl, Donald Trump wouldn't even spit on this man if he was on fire. Donald Trump people will hang him on a cross the first chance they get. Donald Trump people be the first one that's saying that he suffered from mental illness. But yet, you see how these black men doing. Y'all see how these black men doing? Not all, but some, okay? Because I just showed you Willie D, which is a powerful black man, and he see through the bull crap, okay? But then we have these other black men like this, okay? Comment. I want to know what y'all think about this. I'm not going to play the whole thing because it's really ridiculous.
Okay. Donald Trump have been found guilty. So what that means?
What is a home warranty?
Okay,
it's a one-year service plan that helps cover costs when parts of your home systems and appliances break down due to normal wear. Home warranties protect what home insurance doesn't, so that everything in your house is protected, including your budget. It covers things like your AC, fridge, water heater, and plumbing. Things you may not have the skills, time, or extra cash to take on. Here's the best part. There's just one name to remember when a covered item breaks down. Ours. Contact American.
These damn commercials, they'll sneak up on you. And they so rude nowadays. Oh, y'all can still hear that ad? Damn, y'all heard that ad? Ooh, what that ass was talking about? Yes, we hear the commercial. Well, I stopped the commercial. What was the commercial about? Shit, I missed it because I muted over here. And just because I was looking for the commercial. Jay, I was looking for the commercial too, child. I was looking for the commercial too. All right. So let me go here. Let me see what else out here. Oh, so we're going to get onto Diddy with Nancy Grace. She got a lot of stuff to say. Biden is speaking out for the first time of the conviction. And he is talking about it, and I'll play that in a second. As you guys can see, A lot of people were referring to Diddy not being there at the graduations, but people wanted to show you guys that his sons were at the graduation. That sounds good. We also going to look at Tessa. She talks about Diddy is fleeing the country because he don't want to be held accountable. None of these men want to be held accountable. Shout out to Yandy. She's also talking about a lot of people are pretty much begging Clarence to marry Queen. Now, why is that? We don't know. Trump tries to make things better but fails miserably. I have not seen or watched this. Hold on, let me see. Now, Tracy, I hear a back and forth.
What do you hear?
I hear an echo. Okay, now I don't hear an echo anymore, Tracy. Talk to me. What are your thoughts? Who do you want to tackle first? Hello? Okay, she went off. Now, Danielle says Shamar got more sense than you. You know what? That's your belief, Danielle. See, I'm not gonna get angry. I don't want to fight you because that's your belief. If Shamar, is that your leader and that's what you want to worship, you go right ahead. You have every right to follow your leader with him and the rest of y'all, okay? Okay, just leave me the hell alone, okay? That's all. Just leave me the hell alone, okay? Hey, Tracy.
Hi. What was it you said you heard?
No, I was saying, who do you want to tackle first?
Oh, I want to talk about Trump because I was doing some research last night and I found out that there's a big possibility that he may only get house arrest or probation.
That's horrible.
And he can still run for president.
Why do he get so much special treatment? Why are they babying him like the little white, spoiled, privileged man that he is?
That's a good question, but I tell you what, I know Diddy did a lot of stuff, but if Trump can do all the stuff he did and get away with it, and we see our people being buried, we should really come out in force because I think I'm not sure if it's the House or the Senate, but one of them is totally up for grabs. I think all of the seats are up for grabs.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
well, I would say God had his way yesterday, honey. He was
Mhm.
guilty. Do you know those mega people went on stations and told everybody that God told them that he would be found innocent? And that is what they do. They use religion because they know we all are religious. Most of us are religious. We come from religious backgrounds, so we can relate to it. And they use those emotions to tap into that to try to reel and put them in for the sink hooker. And they've been doing this play for years. They did the same play when they stole our ancestors to this land.
Mhm.
They took out your religion, they gave you theirs, and they said God wanted you to be a slave. God wants you to be obedient to your master. They always use their religion to control and to manipulate. And so many of us fall victim to that because a lot of us, we see them as, hey, they are everything. They are in control. So they want that validation, you know? So
yeah, and Trump uses us. He's using us against us. And what I mean by that is okay, he knows that we getting tired of seeing Joe up there sleeping all the time. I mean, what can he be doing for the country? This man is going through some form of dementia. You can obviously see it. So what he's doing, he done freed, pardoned a couple of rappers and a couple of black people. But
I don't care about them rappers. I tell you right now, can I be honest with you, Tracy?
Absolutely.
Rappers don't do shit for me. I don't care about no rappers.
Right.
They don't do nothing for me. I don't care about these black celebrities. They are privileged. They got money. They not struggling day to day. They not going through the same stuff that we going through. They live in a different world, a totally different world.
Yes, but but it's the way he uses it.
I don't care about none of these rappers. I really don't care about none of these rappers. Okay.
But it's the way he's doing it though, because you see how he captures like people like Shamar's interests. people with that type of mentality, and they're looking at it like he can't be racist if he freeing this person and that person.
About Shamar. Now, this is the thing I don't get about some of these Shamar types characters. Now, the only people that really support him are Black women.
Right.
I don't see his ass break his neck for Black women or speaking up for them, but he want to break his ass for this white man. Huh?
Right. But if you look back on some of the things that Trump has said on camera, at one point when he was younger, he said out of his own mouth, if he ever ran for office, he would run as a Republican because you can get them to do anything you want them to do. And so it's like he has a strategy. He knows, I guess maybe even back then he had aspirations to run for office. But I mean, think about it. He's done some of the same things that Diddy has done. He made a video where he talked about grabbing women by their parts.
Yeah, let's not say that part, but yeah, he did, and which is horrible. It is horrible. I'm looking in the comment section, and Carla says, Shamar, did you brush your teeth prior to coming to
Probably ain't washed his behind.
No. But you know what? And not only Shamar, but like I said, not all Black men, but you have a lot of, I like to call them niggas. Okay.
Yep.
To me, Shamar is a nigga. He ain't a Black man. That's a nigga. Okay. You got a lot of niggas with these niggas mentalities. Okay. And most likely, look at Shamar's track record. Do you think he voted since he can? Man, I tell you, honey. I know.
They
gonna get a check, or they feel like Trump is gonna put Black women in their place because they have a hatred for Black women.
They do. But look, I'm gonna jump down and give somebody else a chance. But I
want you to stay up here with me, Tracy. If you don't mind, cover some more topics. Okay, I'm looking at the comment section. And I'm saying what people are saying because it's some stuff, but I want to keep you on.
Okay.
Let's say we be waking up and he will have it where his voice all will be here. My God, learn it for. Okay. Comment. I'm trying to read you guys' comments. Did you please stop showing? Okay. Yeah, okay. And he said the N-word. So a lot of people are also talking about how Trump, he did say the N-word. It is a that's going around when he was on this show, reality show, Apprentice. It was this Black man. He was very talented. And the producers wanted to have this Black man on, but Trump was like, do we really want a nigga to win? And he said America would not like a nigga to win. Now, he could have said a Black man, but he said the nigga, but he said the nigga with the ER. And why is a grown white man still using that terminology? Why do he feel comfortable using that terminology in front of everybody around him at a working place? And it lets me know how he feels and how his people feel, because a lot of y'all think y'all know him. He's a damn celebrity. Y'all don't know these celebrities. You don't know behind the scenes of Trump and who he really hang out with. You don't know the conversations that they really have, because all this in the front, hell, it's bad enough. And I know it's probably 50 times better behind the scenes, where he not even really expressing to you how he really feel. But people are so consumed with celebrityism, and oh my goodness, somebody is famous. They see so many people following them, and they want to follow because they want to follow the leader. And and that is just the time we are in. We are in where so many people are worshiping false idols. And that is the reason. There's so many false idols out here that people worship and shit. I guess it's their choice to worship them goddamn false idols. But that's my issue, is when it gets dangerous. When these people worship these people and they don't get their way, they want to lash out in violence. That's where I draw the line. I heard some of these mega people say they want to K off the kids,
Right.
So, it's really dangerous. They have showed their hand on January the 6th when they were active and they plotted. they didn't just come up on January 6th all of a sudden together. Do you know that was calculated? That was plotted plan, and they are plotting and planning now. They have their people. They're telling their people, "Oh my goodness, the Dems, they're gonna K off Trump. They're not gonna allow him to be president. They're gonna take him out." And you know, God has told us that we have to fight for Trump. God has told all of us we have to fight. This is the last fight. The world is coming to an end, but we can save it. Gosh darn it, we have to save it. And Trump, he is our savior. God has placed Trump here to save all of us. It doesn't matter he fornicated. It doesn't matter he cheated on his wife in adultery. It doesn't matter that he says grab women by the coochies and all that, and he does crime. A liar. God put him on the throne. He is the savior. Save him. Okay, you will get rewarded in the afterlife. God say save him, and you will go to heaven. Almost, you remember 9/11, how those people had this belief and they bombed, you know, the towers, and they felt that they were going to heaven. And that is how dangerous these beliefs and cults are, because they do drive to self-harm, and they do drive to harming other people that do not conform, that do not bend the knee. And that's what it's all about, bending the knee. Bend the knee, be purged out.
But you know that if you notice, think about the type of people that you see on TV saying it. It's like people like Shamar, rednecks, uneducated people, you know, that's really, really pushing for this man. And think about it. Omarosa came out and said and admitted that he was racist. And then she wrote a book and she disappeared.
Say it again. Can we talk about that? Omarosa, a black woman that was down for Trump.
She spoke out and said that he was racist.
If she has came out, that lets you know what type of man this is. Tracy, you know what I was like, whoa. When Mike Pence, you guys know Mike Pence, girl, Mike Pence, you know, he hate the gays with a passion. You know what I'm saying? And he claimed he's so-called a Christian or whatever. So I was so shocked and surprised when Mike Pence and him broke up, and he was calling for Mike Pence's head. I said, why is it everybody that's close to him, they always falling out? He's always making enemies with his close friends. That's not a good sign. People that are close to him, he's always falling out with. They always have a horrible ending. So that lets me know his followers that follow him, your days are numbered. You are doomed to have a horrible relationship with him, because his history with his friendships is horrible, his track record. And a lot of times people that work for him, I hear, they are being put in jail. And they are taking a rap for him, just like Diddy. Diddy, it was a time when he was doing the record company, he was doing all these crimes. What, Sean was in jail for him. Somebody else was in jail. They take the fall for these guys, you know? Trump and Diddy are part of the same power control freak tree. Okay? Yeah. So Blue Eyes says Biden 94 bill incarcerated millions of black. But see, this is the problem with you, Blue Eyes. Is Biden on the docket? Is Biden on the topic? You can't not have a decent argument just based on Trump alone. You have to bring other people and other stuff. That's just like saying, well, do we look into Fat Joe compared to Diddy? Well, what about Nicki Minaj? Well, what about Redman? Well, what about, but we're not talking about them. We're talking about Diddy. People have done wrong, but we're talking about Diddy and Trump. But you can't keep it on them because you don't want to hold them accountable for their wrongdoing. So what you have to do is deflect and bring somebody else in to say, look, you want to move the light in another direction so your homeboy can get a pass, okay? Because whatever Trump is, he represents something, a part of you. I don't know if it's what type of hate it is, but it's something that is there. And we all know this country was built on a lot of hate. We all know this country was built on a lot of I'm better than you. You sit over there, I sit over here. You know your place. This country is built with know your place.
Right.
Know your place. Know your place. They don't want everybody to have a seat at the table. They want you to know your place. Do what you're told. So it's a lot of that energy that goes on, and that's the spirit of it that I feel that pushes that Trump. Know your place. Go
That's
ahead,
true.
Tracy. How am I talking, Tracy? How am I talking?
No, you're absolutely right. And it's like, it's learned behavior though. You know, I mean, how his father was and how his grandfather was. It all trickles down.
His family history. Tell us. You talking about Trump family history? I have no clue.
Right.
And
he's from a racist history. He's from a racist history.
Okay, let me let you guys know. I am new to Trump. I am new to politics. So I don't know all of Trump history. I see a little bit, and all of a sudden, red, antenna flag. I got my antenna is going up like a goddamn, the flag is going up like a goddamn TV antenna. Okay, red flag. So now tell me about Trump upbringing and past. We know Diddy upbringing and past. We know his father was a gangster. Then his father was working for the popos. You know, his father was a street hustler. His mama was a whore / madam.
Right.
But what about Trump? I don't know much about Trump. Tell us.
Well, I forgot his father's name, but he was a known racist. And it's like, if you look, you know how when you meet them and they try to tell you, well, I'm not racist, I got black friends. Only that will it's like, yeah, you'll have a black friend that's beneficial to you. You know, but when it's showtime, then your true colors will come out. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't like them anyway.
Exactly. Can I do an example? Like somebody may have an issue with gay people, right?
Yeah.
Or black men. And they say, well, I don't hate black men. My friend is Shamar. I follow Shamar. I don't hate gay people. I laugh at Shamar, bitch.
Yeah.
Now, you know, Shamar do not represent majority of black men. You know, Shamar does not represent majority of gay people. Okay.
Right.
So that's some bull crap. Just because you have a gay friend or a black person, hell, we know all black people do not want the best for black people. We know black people have self-hate and they feel like their own people should be sitting at the bottom.
Right. Right. I mean, it's bad, but you know what? A lot of people won't vote or do anything.
But now we already see that don't mean shit. Just like, well, I got a black family, I got a gay friend, I got a gay. What that's supposed to mean? And you know what? By you having a black friend, they should have told your ass better. By you having a black friend, your black friend failed you to let you go outside this world talking like that. They didn't educate your ass about black people and how they feel and what's sensitive and not. They allowed you to get away with a whole bunch of shit. Shame on your black friend. Shame on your black friend. Shame on your black friend.
Yep. But you know what? I mean, think about it. We will turn on each other for a little bit of money in a minute. I gotta admit it.
Well, okay. Do black people turn on each other for a little bit? I feel like it's history. When they had slaves and some of the slaves escaped, did you have other slaves that told the masters, well, this is where they went because they wanted privilege, or they wanted some money, or they were jealous that other black people escaped and they did not? It's that crab in the barrel bucket that we are still in today. Yeah, you have a lot of that, and it's been going on, and it has yet to stop. And it's going to get or because I feel that the clear people, and I love clear people, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But the numbers are low and they are not the majority. And I think it scares them. It scares them, and it's too much diverse going on in this country. They're going to lose power and influence. So therefore, they need to shake up the table. They are doing shit they ain't never did before. Okay, they ain't never had to do certain things before. So they are at their last wits and straws, and they feel that they're losing control.
Right. But I'm gonna tell you something else that they do. Like, for instance, that's why we have to stand up. We have to stand up because when they put these bills out, they slip things into the bills that have nothing to do with the bills. Like they slowly they've taken away the rights of a lot of prisoners to vote, which is something that they really shouldn't be able to do. But they going after our guns, and when it ends up, our neighborhoods are not safe. Our neighborhoods are not safe right now.
Real quick. Okay, do you guys want prisoners to be able to vote? Press 1 if you want them to be able to vote. Press 5 if you do not want them to be able to vote. How do you guys feel about that? Tracy, do you want prisoners to be able to vote? Or do you think...
Absolutely. Our ancestors died for that right.
Those that say I don't feel like they should be able to vote, what do you say to them?
Well, it's like I said, our ancestors died for that right. There's a reason they don't want them to be able to vote, because when they're in there, they're educating themselves. And they're looking at how things are being done. Our prisoners are the new slaves, because they have them in there. They give them football years, and they working for these big conglomerates and these big companies for pennies a day. They're the new slaves. That's why they don't want them to be able to vote.
All right. So most people say yes, prisoners should be able to vote. All right. Well, you have it. There you have it. Okay. So going back here, I also wanted to talk a little bit about Diddy. Tracy, do you mind talking about Diddy or not really?
Oh, no, I'll talk about him.
Okay, so I was over here. I know you guys love Tessa Tales. So Tessa, she says that Diddy is fleeing. Her title reads, feds worry that Diddy has fled after he misses in daughter's graduation. Now, to me, I think it's kind of bullcrap, but I understand why they have to put that out there. Well, I think Diddy missed the daughter's graduation. How do I feel about that? Good, Diddy. You did something that was selfless.
Right.
Why go to their graduation when you know you're going to be a spectacle? You are a spectacle. And, so many people are going to be thrown off, and nobody's going to pay attention at the graduation or your daughter. They're going to pay attention at you. They're going to be looking at you, taking pictures. You're going to take attention away from your daughter's day. So I think that was selfless of him to do. Do I think he fled? Shit, I don't know. Possibly, but because he misses his daughter graduation, I think it was a great thing for him to do. What are your thoughts in the comment section? Should Diddy attend the graduation? Press 1 if you feel like he should. Press 5 if you feel like he should not. What are your thoughts, Tracy?
I think that he missed it on purpose because, it would have been, for one thing, he would have had a lot of people coming at him for what he did to Cassie. And 2, it would have taken attention off of his daughter. I don't think he fled because I don't think that the feds are going to take that much of an eye off of him where he can flee.
Yeah. How would he fly? Because they already got him. They know when the jets are moving. They're already tracking his jets. They tracking his phone calls. They got cameras always around him. Anytime he goes out his house, we get pictures. So how is it that he leaves his house without us getting a picture?
And they're taking his power away.
Paparazzi get major dollars every time they snap Diddy. So you mean to tell me all those people that's hungry in Hollywood or wherever he is, they're going to miss out on all that money? Hell no. You got people outside his house right now waiting on his ass to bust a move. They waiting on it because they're going to get money. So that if he flew, we would have known about it. Somebody gonna see him, unless he just got magic tricks where he can vanish and reappear somewhere.
It's like,
all right, Tracy done fell off, y'all. I don't know what happened with Tracy. Tracy, come back here if you can. So Sheila said, thank you for highlighting. And I thank you guys for watching and coming on. I appreciate you guys. Hey, Tony, how you doing?
Doing fine. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. So we're talking about Diddy flying or fleeing off. I don't think he fled off, but do you think he fled?
No, he ain't going nowhere.
Okay. I just feel like, Tony, they have so much money at stake. I'm sure these paparazzis get a lot of money anytime they flash. And I'm sure people are standing outside his house right now. And my thing is, if he fled, how did the paparazzi miss that?
They didn't. He didn't flee. I mean, right now, you got to understand, to some of those street warriors, he in bad shape. Between them colors, you know what I'm talking about?
You talking about Bloods and Crips?
Yep, that's correct.
Got it. Now, King says, well, he got tunnels. What if he digged his ass in the hole through the tunnel?
Nah, tunnels. Nah, the only destination those tunnels went was to Hugh Hefner's.
But King, I entertain your ass, King. Do you think, King, that he went through the tunnel and a tunnel led him to Mexico, and he took a boat from Mexico and he went to Taiwan, huh? And he's at Taiwan smoking a fat ass joint. Okay,
that would be the righteous thing for him to do, but hey, Diddy can't squeeze that right now. So I think the wisest thing that he could have did was not go to the graduation. I mean, bad as I hate to say that, but I don't think that would have been a wise choice to do that. It would have taken away from the child's day, like as you said. And
he's already seen as a horrible person. At least do something that's not more horrible. If he would have went there and all those paparazzis, I mean, I don't know. I don't think that he likes to be in a light, like in a bad light. I don't think that he gets off on it. Like this guy I know, and I think for him it's different. You guys know a rapper, his name is 69. He got rainbow hair. When I look at him, he seems like any negativity at a time, he used to love it. I don't hear from him anymore. He's like he vanished. But at a time, it seemed like anytime negative, he was always there in front of the cameras because he wanted that attention. But I think Diddy, I think this is his first time ever feeling this hate. I think it's the first time ever feeling the world hate him. And I'm sure that has to be new for him.
I would think so, but I mean, he's been nemesis for a long time. It's just people put up with it that didn't have a way to survive on their own. So they dealt with it so that they don't have to get dealt with. So,
yeah, that. But the thing is too, Tony, the masses did not know. I mean, now
that's
here, everybody know it is magnified times 150.
Yeah.
So that is totally different when everybody knows your business and everybody looks at you as a predator and everybody looks at you as odd versus, some people that know your ass know you, but everybody else, they're so like blinded to who you really are.
That's correct. And that's why it's not safe for him to go anywhere. Wherever he's at, he's probably more than likely safe right there because it wouldn't matter. It's just like, you remember the movie Warriors?
I didn't see it.
Okay, so they had one scene where they were going down the railroad track, and all you hear is "Warrior, come out to play." So now that everybody's hollering, "Diddy, come out to play."
All right. Now
You can't go nowhere.
Grace, and I haven't looked at it, but I wanted you guys to check her out.
To be true billed. In other words, for a grand jury to hand down an indictment, a grand jury is typically made up of 20 to 40-ish registered voters in that jurisdiction or property owners in that jurisdiction. That's how they find them. The key to that is in the right jurisdiction, and they hear a handful of witnesses, typically, sometimes even one, which could be a lead detective that could sum up all the evidence and all the victims for the grand jury. They ask the witness questions. The witness, of course, is under oath. Then the witness leaves the room and the grand jury meets, and you hear a buzzer. The DA goes back in and you find out whether there's a no bill, in other words, no charges, or a true bill, an indictment. It's not rocket science.
It's not, Nancy. Let me tell you how it typically works and why it's different in the Diddy case. And like we said, usually in the federal system, you have 23 or more grand jurors. You just need that slight majority, 12, to get a true bill. And you normally don't put your victim witnesses before the grand jury. You bring one of your law enforcement witnesses, hearsay evidence comes in, he or she describes the case to the grand jurors, and usually within a matter of minutes, you get that true bill. So why are things different in this case? And why is there a delay? Things are moving a lot slower than everyone, including myself, anticipated. His homes were raided months ago. Well, we know that Diddy is not going to take any type of deal, nor will one be offered him. We're talking about federal sex trafficking with minimums, Nancy, of 10 to 15 years in federal prison. If and when Diddy's convicted, he's going to die in prison. So you have to have concerns.
Wait. Put him back up. Put him back up. Am I supposed to be sad about a long jail sentence? Because I'm not. Look, for all of his money and his diamond jewelry and his big cars and mink coats and blah, the blah, same thing. He's a bully. I believe the victims in this case. And if I'm wrong, Diddy, you've been invited on to correct me.
All right. Nancy says she hates the bullies.
Yeah.
I dislike bullies too. I hate bullies too. Every bully.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Tony, what are your thoughts about Nancy and what she just said, what they're talking about?
Well, Nancy is a hater anyway. Doesn't matter who it is.
Okay.
She plays that persona ever since the OJ trial. So that's Nancy Grace. However, it goes back to the same thing that we said from the beginning. And I told y'all, now, remember, we had this conversation, Gigi, that I said that this was not about the Little Rod case at all. I mean, remember I said that. And I said that Diddy would be RICO'd. I said that. And I also said that everybody is going to go down with him. And I said that this case was much larger than what they let it out to be because of the way they went in. And look what happened today. Just what I said. You know.
What you said.
So the thing about Nancy Grace is she's looking for a minute in the sun to get some limelight. You know, if she was sincere about what she's saying, then she would go in on a righteous person, J-Lo. That's what she would go on. But she's talking about Diddy. Diddy is done. That's dead news for her to deal with. So she's just being a hater right now, you know. And
a hater. Let's ask the people. Do you guys agree with Tony? Is Nancy Grace a hater? Do you want her thrown out of here? Comment, let me know. Press 1 if you say she's a hater. Press 5 if you like Nancy. They said Nancy can be way too into dramatics. Really?
Yeah. That's what I agree. I agree with that. She could be too dramatic, you know. Yeah. Okay. You know, I'm with her when she's right, but this one, she's on point by talking about the issue, yes, but she's laying it on too thick. I mean, the dude demise is already come and gone. You know, there's no sense in hitting it that heavy from her, Nancy Grace. You know, if she was somebody else, she probably would fit that narrative. But no, So I think she's going overboard.
Now, when it comes to Jennifer Lopez, it definitely seemed like she's getting hit. She got to cancel her tour. I feel like in the back of my head, it's because of her association with Diddy. Tony, your thoughts?
It goes right back to what I said from the very beginning. Shine was already seeking to have a new trial with the premises of newly discovered evidence by the lady that received the end of the pow. They never pulled that evidence from her face, so they never did any ballistic testing at all. And had they done so, it would have been a whole different outcome for Jennifer Lopez and Diddy. Now, the roosters have come to hen, or hens have come to roost, however that goes. And J-Lo is about to take a major hit. I told you this was what this was all about. I told you, Kim Porter, this girl with Shine, and Tupac and Biggie, all that was coming up. And here we go. It's right here.
Well, let me ask you a question. If J-Lo decided to say, you know what, I want to play boss with you. I want to confess I was wrong. I did X, Y, Z in the case. And, would things be different for her now if she would have come forward and say, yes, I was wrong. I did X, Y, and Z.
Mm-hmm. And I think so. I to be honest with you, I think she has already given testimony, because if she hadn't, she'd be taking more of a hit in the media than what she's getting. So, truth be told, I think that she's already met the grand jury. I think she was probably the fourth person that they met with. And I do believe that the reason her and Ben Affleck separated was because J-Lo told on Diddy to save her butt, and Ben is not with all of that craziness. So that when the truth hit the fan, Ben's gone.
But Tony, I thought that was her man. Don't you think her man should be like, I'm your protector. You did stuff wrong in the past, baby, but I'm going to be here for you no matter what, because we are in this together. And I'm going to hold your hand, Jennifer. You don't have to face this alone, Jennifer. I am right here. I am Ben.
So you remember, have you ever seen any of Ben Affleck scenes in Batman?
To be honest with you, I know y'all gonna hate me for this, but I really don't. I know he's famous.
Okay.
But I didn't even think about Batman when I think of Ben. I'm so ignorant when it comes to a lot of these celebrities, to be honest with you. But go ahead.
Ben Affleck played the most punkish, softest role of Batman I've ever seen in my life. Which leads me to say this. I don't think Ben Affleck got two bones in him to care about a woman. Ben Affleck is for Ben Affleck. And anytime a female, something's going on, he's gone. Every one of the women he's been involved with, that's what he does. He's a runner.
Well, J-Lo, you got to pick better men. Every man, well, I don't know every man, but Ben, he's selfish, it seems like. And Diddy is selfish, it seems like. So,
every man J-Lo's been with has had a touch of woman in him. Mark Anthony, A-Rod, Ben Affleck, one of the dancers.
A-Rod, is that Akon? Are they the same people?
No. Akon is black. A-Rod is he's Latin, but I forget where. I think he might be from Puerto Rico somewhere.
Oh, okay.
But A-Rod was a baseball player.
Got it. I tell you, I don't know a lot of these people, but okay. So it looks like her canceled. So you feel that she should be thankful that this is all that's coming down for her. So is there anything else she's going to have to deal with in the media, Tony?
Well, yeah, because she, already J-Lo was known to be a diva, a mean girl, to her staff. So she had to get her image changed behind that. So she's been Diddyfied, and she went in her own career with that Diddyfied mentality of doing business, not the other part, I don't think, but the doing business part. So So she paid the cost for that. Now she's going to really have to reinvent herself because this case is probably going to end her career. I don't think there'll be no more J-Lo after this at all.
And her body looks so good right now, but okay.
Well, I mean, you know, hey, there's 3 women in the world that I had desired to get with: Halle Berry, Beyonce, Jennifer Lopez.
Well,
never happened.
Sure. Maybe because her downfall, maybe she'll have a change of option what type of man she want now. You just never know. It could be a blessing for her in disguise.
Well, right now she gonna be Jenny on the block, and not the street block. She gonna be Jenny on the cell block.
So you think she's gonna have prison time?
Oh yeah, oh most definitely.
She going to jail.
I predict J-Lo will get 2 years.
So if she's going to do like a Martha Stewart, like, you know, how they say that she was in jail, but I guess she was kind of like protected.
Well, Martha had long money. Okay, so yeah. So Martha was in jail. She wasn't, but she was treated as an OG because she kept her mouth closed. She didn't tell on anybody. She didn't rat anybody out. And in jail, that means a whole lot. So that right there, Martha Stewart never had nothing to worry about. But then she had her crew she took care of, and they took care of her.
Right. Ooh, I'm telling you, this ratting society, it's a different world for me. Because
that's far from Martha. She ain't no rat. She ain't gonna tell nothing.
I'm thinking, don't you want to be honest? Don't you want to have integrity and just tell it all?
Sometimes that integrity will get you a piece of mousetrap on the end of your tail.
Yeah, see, I watch Games of Thrones. I know what happened to Ned Stark.
Yeah.
So we do have I can't pronounce your name. Can you how you pronounce your name? With the glasses on, ma'am?
That's Inez Radic.
Inez.
Hi.
Talk to me, Inez. What's your thoughts? Thank you, Tony.
You're welcome.
I was struggling like a motherfucker. Okay.
Well, I'm struggling to get all the dots and understand everything, but I think like everybody's going to go down. And J-Lo, she's already on the block. And I mean, everybody knows stuff. But like, I was just commenting, like, do you guys think of Rihanna?
Rihanna?
Yeah, did she went through the same stuff?
Okay, so Riri's gonna have a problem.
Yeah, but how do we travel all the way to Rihanna? She's not even on the topic.
Oh yes, she is.
Well, why is she? Why is
no. Oh yes, she highly is. You see,
on this conversation piece.
Oh right. No, she's not part of this conversation.
In the long scheme of things, but we're not even there yet with Rihanna.
No, not there yet. Right. But it's coming.
Well, J-Lo is going. I don't think she will go to prison. She has too much power, and she's going to go around everything. Like,
so, do you want J-Lo to go to jail?
Oh well, no. I don't think so. I don't think her crimes were so much like she was just like silent, like other women are. So what do we do? What do we do? Go throw to jail every woman that has been silent?
That's true. I hear what you're saying.
I'm just like speaking to like, why did Cassie waited so much time?
Why did Cassie wait so much time?
Somebody commented like she went.
She told me she was afraid. She said
well,
she got with Diddy when she was young. She was naive. She was brainwashed.
Yeah, naive my ass. Okay, you have like children with 14 or 14.
He put hands on her. He was making false promises.
Okay, well, look, I was looking on law network, something like that. And the guy said in her lawsuit, the first time I get to him, like he raped me. I went home terrified. He asked me again, do you want to see me? I came back. Okay. Second time he raped her. And then she went home and he called her the third time.
I'm sorry that happened to you. Are you talking about yourself?
No,
No.
she's talking about Cassie.
Yeah, her lawsuit.
Oh, okay, Cassie. Yeah, okay. So you said that.
No, I'm just asking.
That.
Yeah. She forgot a great bit of detail there, and the great bit of detail is, while there is some belief that a person can take the understanding of just what Irene has said, here's the one thing, Irene, that I think we all have to take into consideration. Cassie did leave and get away from him once, twice, 3, 4, 5, twice, 19 times, and each time she's gotten away, he's had security locate her because he had police working for her. So they located her, and then she went back out of fear. So at that point, to me, I would think that would be battered woman syndrome or whatever they call it, and so she go back.
That's why I don't think like J-Lo should be going to prison. Maybe she had some same experience.
No. See, no? J-Lo was a thug. See, there's a difference between J-Lo.
Well, I was watching your news, and she's all over it, and she's saying like she got beaten and whatever.
Well, I mean, J-Lo got jumped on too, but you know, I was in New York when J-Lo was in New York. I was in New York when J-Lo was on what's the name of that comedy where she was dancing on
I want to say this, Irene. Sorry to cut you off, Tony. I get where you're coming from, because even Jennifer, maybe she's a little bit tougher, but
maybe they use each other, you know. Puff and Jennifer use each other to climb. Maybe that's the thing,
Irene, because I don't understand what you just said. But when it comes to Jennifer versus Diddy, she is nothing but a little girl. She is everybody's scared of Diddy.
Yeah.
Grown men are scared of Diddy. So I'm sure Jennifer was scared of Diddy and scared to open her mouth because she know that Diddy was gonna put fire on her.
Yeah.
Shit. So I don't blame. Yeah, she was wrong. She did the crime, and I guess she will do the time. But I understand why she was quiet, because
me too. So that's why I said she
and I totally get that. I get that. I get
that. And Gigi and Irene both, me speaking from a man's point, what I think that there was some sense of gratification by receiving monetary value and nice things and being able to walk the red carpet.
If you don't receive it,
I'm sure she had those likeness of wanting and desires of being there, but at the same time, you have that syndrome of being battered, and that fear that she had of being there took over that. Because I saw one interview and I never paid attention before, and I seen that interview a million times, and I never paid attention. But this he's a fashion designer writer. He had did an interview with Cassie and Diddy. Cassie was anyway, but he asked Cassie a question, and Diddy gave this death tone starting look at Cassie, and she said her response was, well, I keep things private, and
that was on Met Gala,
But I noticed every time she said that with a certain tone, and if you look at her eyes, you can tell she was lying, and you can tell she was in fear by looking at her eyes. So after you go back and you start looking at things through the years and paying attention to the women that was involved with Diddy, you could understand that he was actually mentally controlling them, and they couldn't say anything because it would be bad. Even security guards now are admitting, they saw the beatings. They, but they were paid security guards. They didn't want to hurt their paychecks. While I don't agree with that type of behavior from men, to sit there and watch a woman be beaten like that, it's absolutely asinine to me. But at the same time,
you have to understand, I'm a foreigner.
I want to say something too. I know Tony pointed out that she received gifts and she went here, in the mix of him putting hands on her. And I think a lot of people get it confused. All women are not the same. It's a lot of men that are very abusive, and the girl don't want shit to do with that man. And he gives her gifts and say, bitch, you better take it. You better take it. And if you do not accept a gift from a man, he will see it as offensive. Do you guys remember it was a time and day when you would go over somebody's house and they will offer you something, and if you do not accept, some people will see that offensive. Oh, that's you're correct. Too good. You can't take my stuff. And then a man knows if the world sees me giving her gifts and she's accepting it, they think in their mind, oh, she cool with everything that goes on. That is not always the case. A lot of these girls don't want shit to do. They don't want none of that. But they are afraid to deny it because they know his wrath is going to be 5 times harder. These men, they know how to manipulate and make things seem one way. But go ahead. I just have to throw that in there because so many people get that story, that look of it, and think one way.
That's true. That, and you're right about that, Gigi, because I live in Hawaii, and here in Hawaii, if you're offered something, even though you don't want it, it is advisable to accept it because it is part of the culture that they do offer, and it's their way of appreciation and gratification to them. So when you don't take it, it's virtually an insult. So I understand what you're saying.
No, just coming from the point of view who gave somebody what, and the type of like gift and whatever, just didn't mean anything wrong, but it was like the way things happened, and maybe it was in the lawsuit, it was explained bad, Like here in our culture, you would say, just go fuck yourself. I won't do that. And
well, you're German, right, Irene?
No, Croatian.
What are you?
Croatian.
Oh, Croatian. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's a major difference between Croatian culture, which is parallel pretty much to the Vulcan
hip-hop culture.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So that's pretty much Vulcan culture. And Vulcan culture is completely different from Eastern culture, and I traveled there. I know all about the culture of Croatia and Russia, Poland, and Yugoslavia.
I feel so ignorant because I have no idea.
No, but we just don't accept to be victims,
And they say they're from this. I'm like, what the fuck is that about? Where is that? I'm like, where is that on a map with my ignorant ass? And we were sitting down at the table. I just have to shut up because I'm like, you know what?
Like opposite to Italy.
They speaking above me now. I can't. But okay. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Put you back on hold. Where is that on the map? Matter of fact, I'm curious.
Croatia is right on the other side of Poland.
Okay, in the north.
Yeah. It sits in the middle of Russia and Poland.
Oh, okay. Shout
out to dab in the middle.
Shout out to Poland. Oh, she got a bad. I ain't gonna go there, but okay. I had a thought, but I'm not gonna say it because of the wars and stuff. Mm-hmm. But bless your heart, girl. Bless your heart. I'm glad you called in. Bless your heart. My goodness. So I know here I do have it on a title about this young lady named Haley. This is what I'm hearing. You guys know Haley. She is Holly. Is it Haley or Holly?
Haley.
She is the Disney's, princess, the mermaid.
Yeah.
And a lot of people told her, do not get with DDG and get pregnant. They wanted her to find a better suitor. They wanted her to find a man that was intelligent, that had his stuff established. They felt that DDG was a player and he was too immature for her. Well, now you guys know she had a baby with him. Now they're saying that he cheated on her and he got a side piece pregnant. So check this out. This is from B with the T.
That DDG steady cheats on Halle Bailey. But now the allegations are getting worse. It's now being alleged that DDG has the side chick pregnant. So it reads, the singing Disney princess needs to know that one of her significant other's side pieces is telling people she's pregnant. This is not the car side piece, but a different one. Halle Bailey, DDG. Now, this came the same day that he was accused of cheating on Halle with a particular woman. Someone posted and said, there needs to be a thread for this guy because he is the ultimate scum. You guys can sip or spit, but he is messing with this chick named Mercedes and has taken her on vacation. She keeps a low profile, but has been telling people in her circle about their situation. So he's done for following her on Instagram. She knows he has a family, but doesn't care because she's trying to secure a bag and they have a friendship. Now, I'm not saying that I think that she's the woman that's pregnant. I don't think it's her. Well, I don't know if it's her, but that's the rumor. That's what's being alleged.
Haley, we told you to leave this man alone, but Haley, you wanted what you wanted. Haley really wanted this DDG. She got a lot of backlash for being with him. I don't know what is it about DDG that she is just so infatuated about. I don't think DDG ever loved you, Haley. He just wanted to use you for a come up. He's a struggling artist. He's an influencer. This is what influencers do. Okay, he's climbing his way up. You know, he raps about all this horse shit. And Haley, I told you, he was with a whore. And I don't got nothing against whores. You know, I love whores, to be honest with you. But, you know, that girl, Ruby Rose, she's a rapper whore. How he come from a rapper whore to an angel like you? You are an angel, girl. And maybe you got a bad side, but I don't see it. You know, I have yet to see it. And I don't hear anything bad about her. But... you know, he's out here cheating on her, possibly got somebody pregnant. And it's just sad. It is just sad. And I know she's going through it because Haley, she don't like to express herself on social media. And she's very sensitive. She's very kind. She has allowed this man to disrespect her online a few times when he made her wear the ex-girlfriend t-shirt and some shit like that. I'm just feel so sorry for Haley. But Haley, I don't know. Tony, what are your thoughts?
Well, I'm about to drop it like it's hot. First of all, B with the T didn't know what the hell she was talking about. She had some information wrong. And the base information she had wrong is Halle don't need to look for a bag. She was already given the bag. She had the bag before she did the little mermaid. You know, so I don't know where she get her information from, but the kid had the bag before that. However, going back, Halle is not as innocent as things appear. She's been abused. She comes up through that era of young ladies throughout you're going to find sooner or later down the road through the Diddyites. And that's how she got the deal with Disney through Nick Cannon. So, you know, that's not as innocent as it looks. There's going to be a whole lot of stuff to come out later about that. And I just pray that this young lady don't get further in the industry down the road where she's going, because DDG it doesn't have any money. He ain't nobody. You know, she has the money.
But doesn't he have money? They say he's a big influencer on social media.
I've never seen him. I don't know who he is.
A lot of money. I mean, he's like in a young demographic. You know, he's very popular.
Well, there's a bad sign about him when he was wearing a Balenciaga hat. Nothing can be said good about that. So I don't know. I think that dude is an abuser. I think I think she's a victim at some sort of her own kindness, her own lack of fully being developed as a total independent thinking young lady. I think she still has some childish reactions to things, and so she's fallen prey to that landscape of the business, and it's not good.
Got it. All right. Well, all I know is DDG is a cheater, and Tony feels like she's not innocent, but we're going to agree to disagree with that. Tony, I thank you so much. I appreciate you, brother. I'm going to put you down real quick, and I want to know, what are your thoughts about it? We want to hear from you, so feel free to hit that link or call in about this situation with Halle and DDG. I'm going to look here in the comment section and see what the people have to say about it. And people are saying y'all want her to leave this man with no evidence. Okay. So do you guys want her to leave DDG? Press 1 if you feel like, please, Halle, leave DDG. Press 5 if you feel like she should stay. She should wait till she get the evidence. People are saying, everyone telling her the same thing. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. Halle doesn't deserve this drama. She does not. She is a sweet, innocent girl. You know, she's not out here with these other hot girls or nothing like that. I hate when women come out and want to say stuff when they see the men in relationships. Comment, let us know, what are your thoughts? I'm looking in the comment section. You're going to have to learn yourself. Okay. Matthew knows that you're needed. All right. So another thing, I was over here at Yandy's page. Shout out to Yandy. If you follow Yandy, press 4. So she was talking about Lord, what they name? Clarence and Queen. It says here, fans are pleading with Clarence to propose to Queen after going viral for over 10-year relationship. And what are your thoughts about this? Do you think that Clarence should propose to Queen? I don't feel like Clarence really wanted Queen. I was listening to Yandy, and she had a clip where Clarence and Queen was talking about how they met, and it was supposed to be on a business deal, and they were not even planning on to be, I guess, courting each other. And I guess Queen really wanted that man. I'm not sure exactly where it was here. I'm trying to go back to play it for you guys, but hell, I don't know exactly where. Was it this?
Colors and light.
Here come a commercial. All right. Well, comment. Let us know your thoughts about that. I'm going to put the down so I can play this commercial quietly. It says, who are the, okay, well, Maya don't know who these people are. Y'all, do y'all know who these people are? These people might be too young for y'all. Are these people like, they're too much for you? You guys don't know who they are. I'm going off to the vibe. She got me tripping. Come on, tripping. He not that into her. Okay, so YouTube streets know what it is. I don't know where Yandy at, but Yandy, this is what I got to say about this. Queen, I don't think he should marry you. I mean, it's been 10 years. It's been 10 years. I think he's living his best life. I think he want to be the wife. Okay. I think he want Queen to marry him. How about that? Press 1 if you think he want Queen to marry him. I think he is the prize in this relationship, and I think everybody knows it. I mean, he got all the shopping bags and the clothes and the materialistic. And Queen, she just really infatuated with this man. Almost like how Halle is infatuated with DDG. These girls are infatuated with these men. Okay. So if they're infatuated, they'll take care of you. Okay. Clarence is handsome, but I can't see the end part. We do have a caller. Calling from 111. Are you there?
Yes. So I just wanted to say,
is this Tracy?
Talking about no, honey.
Okay, talk to me.
No, okay. So I just wanted to speak on the Trump situation. Like my friend said, that's not going to stop him from, trying to become president again. She said it might even boost him up a little bit more.
Got it. How can it boost him up? Because all of his people that is crazy about him has been crazy about him. So the only way that can boost him up if people that was not cool with him, they change and they like, okay, I want him now. So
Yeah,
how can it?
But see, you see how much money he done raised already, though. You see that? I think he raised like, what was it? They said 34 something million or something like that. And I said, wow. You know, me and my girlfriend, we was like, wow.
Well,
You know,
to me,
like,
that's not groundbreaking because he's a rich man, right? Didn't he come from privilege?
Anyway,
so
yeah, you right.
I'm sure rich people have rich people back. And I'm sure they love this shit. Let me tell you why they love it, right? Because if you down in a hole, and I'm rich, I give you money, you gonna remember that shit, right? So when you get in president, you gonna have my back. So it's an investment. So this is an investment. You scratch my back now, and I'm gonna scratch yours. I'm sure he hates that he has to depend on other people. But it seemed like he does have to depend on people, and I'm sure if he ever gets a president, he's gonna say, "You guys make me feel like a peasant. I had to beg," and he hated that. He's gonna make you know it. You know what I'm saying? But shit, all money ain't good money. Shit. All money ain't good money.
You're right.
No. I think if anything, they are already saying that MAGA people are thinking about taking themselves out of here. If you went to Willie D, I don't know if you know Willie D, but he's a big YouTuber.
Oh, yeah, from Scarface. Oh, yeah, I love that music, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know Willie D history, I guess. But title, it says thousands of MAGAs on taking themselves off watch after their leader, Trump, has found guilty. So they are very depressed. They are very upset and outraged. But guess what?
Oh, yeah.
They were already voting for him. So it doesn't change anything. If anything, they just become more passionate and more enraged. And they're going to have a heart attack. And it's going to affect their health because they're going to stress. Stress is not good for your health. And,
I know it ain't. Yeah.
And they're already telling Trump people, because they you got to realize their method is hate and fear. And so they will use it to make sure their people go to the ballot box to say, cast my vote. But those people are already voting for him. But I also think that if the polls say he's going to win, then you may have some people that vote for him and say, well, I don't need to vote for him because he's already going to win anyway. So it's no need. He's going to win. Who's going to vote? Who's going to vote for Biden?
Yes, because my girlfriend said, well, if Trump get in, one thing he will do, he going to send all them illegal immigrants back. You know what I'm saying? My aunt said, well, if I would try to get over here in the United States too, you know what I'm saying? That's what my aunt said, because the way they countries is. But I said, that's not our fault on how they, how they govern or they government run them countries. Maybe they should do better by their people, and they wouldn't have to be trying to come over here to the United States for a better opportunity. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay. So you want to talk about the immigration? How I feel about that? Okay. Do I feel like you should come over here legally? Yes, I think that'd be nice to have everything order. However, when we look at the history, did the Europeans come over here legally?
No, they didn't.
But y'all don't want to talk about that history. Hell no. They slaughtered people, girl. It's blood on this country. That is how America was formed. It's blood. They talk about trafficking, talk about kidnapping, talk about cult. It was a crazy time. I can't even imagine living in these lands and those European people coming over, taking over. You know what I mean? So then they had to fight amongst each other to make America happen, because I guess when it was over here, it was England, then French wanted to invade. And French and Europe, they've been invading any and everybody. You know what I mean? That's just how they do.
Yeah.
And then they claim it as their own. And then they say it's the will of God. God told us to do it, and that is what they use. And
then
they will make you conform. Go ahead.
Yeah, if you don't mind, can I say that? I want to say two things. First of all, I never seen what you look like. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to look at your videos and stuff before. Man, I seen you. I said, man, she got one of them Cam A faces. Girl, I'm telling you, I said, that's my girl right there. I said, one day I'm gonna have her call me, you know what I'm saying, just between me and you. I said, I'm gonna tell her my name. And I said, but that's gonna be between me and her. You know what I'm saying? I said, I still use Cam A. I said, nah. I said, man, she is gorgeous. I said, look at TT, man. I said, you probably said, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You call me, give me your name, because me and you, we gonna be talking on the side a little bit.
Thank you so much.
I said, Gigi don't play. That is her. I said, and people better quit. I ain't heard nobody cuss on there recently. I said, man, she keeps telling people, man. I say this is my show, so I can say and do what I want to on here. But when
you better let them know, because you know they try to bogart. They try to bogart any and everything. They don't want you to speak against Trump. They want you to go to their rhetoric.
Oh, well, too bad. Then don't call into the show.
And one day I said, enough is enough, because I was quiet for a while. I was very silent for a while. Me talking like this again is really recent. I was letting a lot of shit pass for a long time.
Okay.
Now, Lady A says, technically there was no country for the Europeans to come to. Well, I feel that before the Europeans came here on this country, it was people already here. Now, the European, maybe they didn't, how can I say it? They didn't see it as, because they look at, if you're not them, then you're nobody. And I don't think that's right. It was, they already had names here before Europeans came over here. But the Europeans, they seen that as y'all ain't nobody but some roaches. We gonna step on y'all. We gonna take this shit over. We want this land, like they've been doing. You know, if you got oil or gold, they gonna want to take it from you and call it their own and say God told them to do it. I mean, that is they play. They always do. So
and
to
just
me,
like I was here, I heard too that I didn't know, like when people be talking about, you know, like slaves and stuff like that. And I really do feel sorry for every black person that happened to, man, because they didn't slaughter them. They slaughtered the babies and everything. But I heard that
yes, they did. Yes, they did.
Oh, listen though. Listen to this. This shocked me. My aunt said that before they even had slaves, see how that came about, because the white slave owners, they used to be slaves themselves in the cotton field picking the stuff till they couldn't take it no more. And then that's when they turned the black, when they said, well, what we gonna do to the blacks, you know what I'm saying? Put them in the field. But originally the white people were slaves first. Doing all the picking the cotton and stuff and planting and cooking and teaching their babies how to read, and they couldn't do. See, the fields got too hard for them, see, and it got too drastic for
and
them.
I would say this: if it was white people being slaves, it was the poor white people being slaves, because you have this hierarchy. They believe in a hierarchy. They believe in a hierarchy. Do y'all know what a hierarchy is? That means we all do not sit at the table. It means I sit at the head of the table and your ass sit on the floor, and you come in on the floor when I'm not even around.
Right.
It's know your place. The KK, they said they have no issue with black people as long as you know your place. It's all about order and knowing your place when it comes to a lot of them with that control. They want order and to know your place. Back in the day when America was great again, they feel that black people knew their place. They were afraid of them. They felt that white people, they could say the N-word, right? And no harm would come to them. They had freedom to say the N-word. They can say whatever they wanted to and nothing happened. But now they feel like their freedoms are being taken. They can't say the N-word. They're going to get fired for saying the N-word. They say, well, hell, we created that shit. We created the N-word, and now we can't say it.
Yeah. And one more thing, Gigi, then I'm going to let you go because I got an emergency.
Don't let me go. You got to call back. I like talking to you.
Okay, you can call me Double A, baby. But listen, one day when I call in, it's going to be soon, then I'm going to give you my number, but you got to call me on your time for me to do that. You see what I'm saying?
Just call back in the show when I'm live.
Okay, I will. Okay, you keep that Cam A face up, baby.
Okay, anything else you want to say? Or any questions?
No, honey, you have a blessed day.
All right, thank you. Let you go.
Okay, you very welcome.
All right. So somebody says the N-word is from the Latin word for black. Well, are you talking about damn. What is it? Negroid? Negra? Negra. Okay. So maybe it was, but honey, the Americans or the white Americans, they definitely put a spin on that N-word, and they made it a different meaning, didn't it? Didn't they made a different meaning? Okay, they made it a different meaning. So let me see here, since we're bringing up back Trump again. Is there anything else here that I wanted to play? I'm trying to look through it. I want to see what Roland Martin got to say.
That right there, folks, was from the Republican voters against Trump. They have been very vocal when it comes to Donald Trump. Also, I was looking at this here, and you know what? The folks of the Lincoln Project, they don't waste any time. Watch this.
Donald Trump found guilty on all 34 counts of falsifying business records in the first degree.
You're a criminal, Donald. That's what the jury said. Not the deep state, not the Democrats, not the Biden administration. A jury.
Talk about it. Not Biden didn't do it. Okay. The Democrats didn't do it, but the jury, the people, we the people says you are guilty, Trump. We the people says you are guilty of all 34 felons. You cannot blame Biden. You cannot blame nobody else but the people. We the people, we see it. Okay? And you will not say, talk for, you know how they do when we the people say something, they try to say, oh, we don't count. And then they put their people in the front and say, this is we the people. Nah, y'all can't do that. Nah. We the people, we got a voice too. Okay. Hey, Rashida, how you doing?
Hey, Gigi. Hey, chat.
How you doing, girl? Talk to me about everything that's going on. I know who you want to hit first, Diddy or Trump?
You on this Trump right now. This is what I want to speak on, because how is he? That's not enough. Okay, he's guilty. Okay, but why is he still able to run?
Because Rashida, he's white and he is from privilege.
So
that's money.
Okay, so that's what we need to be fighting, Gigi.
Rashida, I know, but let me tell you, he still got a lot of money. He still got a lot of friends in high places. Do you understand? So they still are major influence. He got people in a chokehold. Now, you know, one man can't do it by themselves. You know that, Rashida, right?
I understand.
Do you know it's a whole secret society that is behind Trump? He cannot do it alone. Trust me. I have seen Trump on Celebrity News, okay? I have heard about his failed businesses. He have a secret society that is helping him push him on the throne.
You know why? So if Diddy, if Hugh Hefner, if Epstein had things, videos, evidence on people, you think Trump they don't like him. His own people don't like him. But
they scared of him.
The amount of stuff he got on these people, if anything happened to him, anything, it's gonna be bad. Well, okay, so are y'all ready for what's gonna happen? Whether it's him becoming president and his people getting in to push bills that's not for us, or if he doesn't get elected and we have a war. Are y'all ready? Because that's what's finna happen.
Not ready, but it's gonna be a war either way, and you know that.
Yeah.
If they do get in office, they still gonna be a war. You know why, Rashida? He's in office. I hate a lot of people right now. You guys made me go through a lot of stuff. I want revenge on everybody out here.
Right.
We're going to pretend, oh, I want to bring everybody together. I want the gays, lies. I want the blacks, lies. I want the Latinos, lies, lies, lie, lie. I'm going to bring you all up in here. It's a damn trap. It's like I want you all to come to a hometown meeting. I'm going to have your favorites. I'm going to have the chicken burritos, the tacos. I'm going to have the fried chicken. I'm going to have the Skittles for the rainbows. Come on, come on. Girl, when you get there, it's going to go kaboom.
Right.
It's a damn trap. And they are so naive. They are so mad and so desperate that they cannot see. They cannot see out of their desperation for maybe disliking Biden or disliking whatever. They get desperate and they cannot see.
You know, see, the thing is, if he becomes president, certain bills is going to be passed, right? But not just that. Those people that's hiding in the shadows, lurking in the shadows, some of them out and very cocky about their racism, but a lot of them, they're going to have, how do you say, this boldness about them,
well,
right?
They already said they're going to purge the police department, the FBI. They're going to fill it in with Trump people.
Right.
That if you're not on the Trump, then you're going to get purged out. They said that Trump name is going to be on everything. So you know that he is the ruler and he is going to be governing all. They said he is very bold and he's going to put Trump on everything. And if you're anti-Trump, your ass is going to get purged out of America.
Right. Did you see what he did the other day when they was holding that? They had a event the other day.
A lot of stuff, but I also want to say this: when he do get in office, he may come out here like he's going to bring peace, right? But he is going to unleash all of his hate groups on your ass like a thief.
Right.
And then when they attack y'all, he's going to say, I'm sorry that happened. But behind the scenes, he's going to say, attack him again. Attack him.
And a lot of them, he ain't even going to have to say it. They just going to do it just because.
They already know what time it is. He and Marjorie Green Taylor, they are the symbolism of what they want. They already got the flags turning upside down, letting people know they are in distress.
Yeah.
And know that the signs are here because they are ready, whether it go left or right. They know they want war. That's why they're allowing all these guns to be sold. They're pushing all these guns and they buying these guns up. They are ready. Okay.
But it's not just him. People need to know that in their states, these governors, a lot of them, those are his people. So at the same time, when it's time for the Senate, the governor, all of these elections that's coming up, that he's putting his people in place already to be in office for when he get there. So this is not just him. He's not alone in this. This is bigger than just Trump.
It's a secret society.
Yes.
Trump. It's
right.
A society.
This is crazy because it's one of them damned if you do, damned if you don't type of situations. But I just hope people ready.
I see it as over the years we have made changes, right, in this world, in America.
Yeah.
This society. And a lot of people were not happy. And do you really think the KKs, they're going to take that shit and just be silent?
No.
These just going to sit back and be silent?
Not at all.
Waiting on this moment, Rashida. They have been planning. They've been calculated. They want to get it right. And they also, I feel that they feel some type of way about their people, the white people not being majority in America. They say in the future, they're not going to be the majority. That scares them. They always want power. They don't want to share. They don't want everybody sitting at the table. So that freaks them out.
People better realize know what side they on and get on it real fast, because I don't know if everybody is seeing what's really, really happening right now, but it's about to go down.
Sheeta, they don't want to see it. This is what I'm hearing. Well, I want to check. When he was in office, he gave me a check. I want to check. I got $40,000 when Trump.
Oh my
I
goodness.
want to check. He gonna look out for us. He gonna give me some checks. That's what honestly they think.
You know, I'm so sick of that.
Then I hear another thing from black men. Well, he gonna put women in their place. You know, he gonna put the man back in the home, and he gonna make these women back in the kitchen. You know, like they should. And
No, he not. He ain't gonna do nothing but grab them by the. You know what?
Yeah, in their mind, they hate the success of black women. They feel that by a black woman being successful, it takes away they see. They are intimidated. Nobody is stopping them for being successful. But when they see certain women in place, they feel like that's my position. Why is she taking a place of a man? A black man should have been there. And it's like, you should have worked hard. But it's like, I don't want to work hard if I got to compete against you, you know? So
they just feel like they losing everything, and they trying to regain power because
Trump is the way out, because
that's their way to get back to how it used to be. Yep.
Thing going on. So they feel that he is going to do it. And I hear it will be a time, say for instance, like at a plant, right? You know, they employ women at plants. You got mothers that work at plant. They're going to take all those women off, and they're going to hire men and say, well, this is more of a man job. And, you know, women should be at home really, or doing X, Y, and Z. And they want men to be in a position, they see it as this is the way we can build the family structure. We need to place these men with more money so women can be dependent on men. They feel like it's an issue because women have become too independent, and that makes them like a man.
It's not supposed to be that way.
We need to fix society and make it where women need to depend on a man for financially income. That is how we can fix it. So they know that is Trump ideology, and a lot of parties that believe in that is with Trump. So that is why they're going to do that, because they want women to be put back in the house and depend on them. Okay? They can't stand that a woman is happy and single. They cannot stand that shit.
Yeah, but let's be very clear on when that started. When a lot of women started being single. Let's be clear, because what they wanted, the first agenda was what? To take the men out the house, right? So what is the woman supposed to do? Not go out and support herself?
Can we talk about that? Okay, before taking the men out the house, because I see it differently. I see it, you're talking about the time where men were having babies with women and they were fleeing off, doing other stuff, being irresponsible.
Even before that, when the wars was going on, Gigi, they was taking they was taking them out of the homes. You get what I'm saying? And back then,
to fight the war,
and the woman was not allowed to work at that time.
How do you feel about that? How do you feel like they should have took those men off or not? Comment. And I think that's interesting, because I haven't looked in that depth, and I'm glad you brought that up because you're going to educate me. But press 1 if you feel like they should have took men out the home to fight the war, because you guys know if we do go to war, it's going to happen again. Right?
Yeah, but I don't think they should have. You know why, Gigi? Because there shouldn't have been wars. That was greedy people trying to take stuff that did not belong to them, and
that's
they had.
Do Rashida,
but this is what I'm saying.
Go ahead, you're right.
This is what I'm saying. It's like, okay, they come over, they bring some of us over, because a lot of my family was already in America. They didn't come over here, a lot of my family, because my family on my mom's side is Pequot Indian. So we was already over here in like Boston and Connecticut. You get what I'm saying? They come over here. One, we didn't have rights. Then they was taking us, putting us in wars to help them do the same thing they did to us. So they used a lot of Indian tribes against each other to fight each other off. Then they promised them all this stuff and then took that stuff from them, never gave them nothing.
Let me make sure, because you talking, but I want to make sure I understand what you're talking about. Are you talking about the time where the natives was here and the French was siding with some of the natives and the England was siding with some of the natives? Are you talking about that time?
Right.
Okay, you talking about that time period?
That time period. That's where it started.
What year was that? What time was that?
That was the early, I want to say, because we was doing a tree. So my family, a lot of us got taken out. I want to say it was like 18.
Your people didn't come from Africa?
No. A lot of, on my mom's side is they Pequot Indian and Irish.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about people seeing you as African?
I mean, well, on my dad's side, yes.
Okay.
But on my mom's side, so what people fail to realize is that it's a mix. So I had family that was already here. I had family that came from Ireland. I had family that came from Africa. You get what I'm saying? And I even have, as far back as my, I want to say 6th grade grandfather was a slave owner. And my grandmother was my 5th or 6th removed grandmother was his slave. But he had many children with her. So it's a mix.
Okay.
And when we was doing
go ahead. Finish talking.
When we was doing our tree, it was so much information that I didn't even realize that my family held on to and they kept. And it was like a documentary that a lot of our ancestors did, and they was telling us how they took different tribes and put certain tribes against the other tribes, promising them things. That was to help murk off as many people as they can so that they could take the land easily.
Yeah, divide and conquer, you know.
Right.
And they're gonna do the same thing here. We're gonna be a lot of wars, a lot of groups are gonna
of wars. But it just continues.
I thought you were talking about like World War I, I guess.
But that comes into play too, Gigi, because once they got control over a lot of different places in America, it was still things that they didn't control. And then that's when the people that they brought over here, that was slaves and whoever else, went to war to fight for the rest of the stuff. So the same thing they did to the people that was already here, they used us to do to the rest of the people. And this is what it's just happening again, but it's a different era. It's a different time. You get what I'm saying? But it's the same exact, it's like, it's a pattern. It's the same thing. It just keep repeating itself. You might have different groups of people that's involved in it, but that's what's about to happen again. You know why? Because like you said, a lot of people that has control, that know things that, I'm doing air quotes, that we shouldn't know, is getting out of control for them. They don't control as much as they should. Women are doing too much. This is happening, that is happening. So now they got to take control of this.
I think it's not that women are doing too much, but how does it make me as a man feel? It makes me not feel like a man. It makes me feel inadequate. It's not what it was designed to be in the system. You know, it's a whole hierarchy. And they say, well, this is what we want this world to be and to look like. And when it doesn't happen for them the way they want, they get upset and they're trying to figure out how they can control it. So all they want to do is control. They don't give a damn about your happiness. They don't care that this woman finds peace by herself. They don't give a damn about that.
It's not about none of that to them. It's not about none of that. All they trying to do is gain control back and bring things back to where it was, if not exactly as close as they can get to it. That's just it's what it's about. Like you seen the bills that they trying to pass when he get into office. They say even if he don't get into office, it's still other people that are senators, mayors that's being elected that is voting for this same exact bill. So the president is not end all be all because these bills still can get passed.
Right. Trump is nothing but a puppet.
Right.
Rest of them. But the thing about it is people don't realize it's not in America. This is going on. This is global all over.
This is all over the world. Right.
Everything is connected. You know, people say, well, it ain't none of our business. Yes, it is.
It is. Yeah, because
what part don't you get? Everybody is connected. Didn't y'all say y'all came from the motherland? We are all connected. We are all one, the human race. And that's what you guys fail to realize. Y'all always want to fight amongst each other from different groups and feel like you're better than the other. When walking, but y'all would never walk in love. Y'all would never walk and talk in love because it's just, I'm better than you. I'm from this country.
It don't even matter. Because like you said, Gigi, all of the world leaders, including our government, allegedly, they sit down and have meetings every couple of years about what they're going to do. This is not a United States of America thing. They all sit down together.
People have been in wars before. I mean, this is not the first one. To me, I always see, America is like England's stepchild because they say a lot of people from England that were thugs or hoodlums or the worst of the men from England, they came to this country. And then I guess, the French won the invade. It's a whole bunch of shit, girl.
Yeah.
Then you got the French people in Africa, and then you got, they fucking and fighting and they mixing and they got kids and everybody got kids from everybody. Everybody got a little something in them.
For real. And daughter, I talked to a lot of them. And they say it's because we Americanized. They feel like I was just talking to someone a couple of months ago. And I asked them,
just because we're different, we believe differently. You can't love someone based on their difference. Love someone, they're human.
That's true. But when you look at some, I'm not going to say all, but some Africans feel like they don't relate to us because they feel like we Americanized. So the traditions are different. So the lady I was talking to, I was asking her specifically, I was like, what's the beef? Like, she was like, it's not really a beef. It's just that you guys give y'all children too much freedom, where we tell them, this is what you're going to do. You're going to get this education. This is what you're going to take up. This is like, they don't have a choice in the matter, but y'all let y'all kids do whatever they want to do. And that's why it's so much violence. And this is just a conversation me and her was having. And not for nothing, this is just my...
Hold on, Gemini, because I can't relate. Because look at the violence towards women in Nigeria. I mean, I'm sorry. I don't even know we're talking about Nigeria.
She was from Nigeria, the woman I was talking to.
Exactly. It's a lot of femicide goes on in Nigeria. It's a lot of rape. It's a lot of half of the people, majority of people are poor and how they're living. So to me, they're the last people that can talk about how to run something when that's the country.
This is what she was saying. I was asking her I was like, because I've ran into so many that, it's almost like they look down on us. And she didn't say anything about anything else. She just brought up the children. She was like, we raise our children differently. Like, y'all children have no respect for y'all.
Say something. Now, hear me out. Isn't Africa a big place with different countries?
Yeah.
So I'm sure all of them are not ran the same, correct?
No, every religion, like the religions, is
So
different.
they feel that way towards all those other countries in Africa too that raise their kids differently. Because I see some cultures, they got all that shit in their face, and I don't know what it is. But it's so many. Africa is so diverse with
But
different
see,
groups.
but Gigi, to me, and this is what I told her, I was like, I could understand that, but at the same time, y'all come to America. And yeah, you have certain things that you follow and you have your religions, but you bring your children here or you have children here. They're Americanized. So now are you gonna look at them how you look at us? Because that's what happens. You know how many African friends that I have that act ratchet, that do all of the same things that she was saying why they don't relate to us. They're
Right, but I think
full-blooded
it's
Africans.
ignorant, and everybody agreeing with her. I think it's ignorant because every person in America are not the same. Every parent household.
Right.
So
Because
to
we have
stereotype is ignorant. I mean, you can stereotype them and say, well, everybody over there are pedophiles because at a time they were okay with grown men marrying kids.
and that's not at a time. It's still some religions that's like that.
In Nigeria, right?
Not just that. Do you the way that that they also circumcise women?
Like it sounds like American people, you guys are very soft, you guys are very forgiving. You
But
guys
that's not everybody though, Gigi, like you said.
some of you guys that want, I don't know, some of y'all want Africa to love y'all so bad. I don't give a damn. But I hear a lot of America, I guess because they don't know where they're from, it seems like they want
90
validation
seconds.
from Africa. They want them to look at them like, oh my goodness, I missed you so much. You've been taken away from us and I love you. And
Yeah, so
they
I had
want
that conversation. You right.
they want them to love them. They
You
want
right. Yup. I
I
had
don't
that
think
conversation.
a lot
Like
of Americans do. So when they get like a rejection or a cold shoulder, like bitch,
they
okay,
feel some type of way.
right.
Right.
So I think
60
that
seconds.
it's America has to come to grips that hey, just because we are the same skin complexion, we are not your folks.
Right.
We are not.
You have people here who feel like the African people left us and they didn't come back and try to get us. And then they made the statement like you never ever seen a African family come to America in search of the family that was taken from Africa.
No, they coming to America for a better life to get some money. Shit.
Right. Right. So I just feel like at the end of the day, I think that
That come to America, it's not like they come in and they want to
10
help Black
seconds.
Americans and say,
no,
you guys to help your fight. You know, what we feel like we owe you that. They don't give a damn. That is not how they were raised. That's not how they think. They don't think about your ass. But
right.
you're thinking about them, wanting them to be the daddy and the father that you never had. And I think that's an inside issue because your own mama and daddy in America don't want your ass. Okay. So
Right. I just feel like it's parties on both sides. Like any race, I don't care. You could say Black American, you could say African, you could say Chinese, Asian, whatever. Right? They have people who are stern about religion. They have the people who are stern about the way they raise their kids, and then they have those who don't. It is good and bad people in every race, every religion. Like it's no one religion or race to me that's better than the other, because for every bad thing you could say about one race, you could say about them all, but it's just different things.
Rashida, I will say this. The people that are more strict in religion, you have to know this, and everybody has to realize this. They will never see you as equal. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Say, for instance, I'm going to role play like I am a Christian household. And Rashida, let's just say you don't believe in a religion, you're spiritual. I don't want my kids around you, Rashida. You are bad influence. You are going through a wicked past, and I'm going to paint you as demonic and evil because you do not submit to the same beliefs in God that I serve. And my way is the only way, and it's the best way. And anybody that does not follow, they are going to doomsday. And I don't want me or my kids to be influenced by you, because that is what you're going to do. I see you as a threat.
And how do you know your religion is the right religion and you're not being led down the wrong path?
And exactly. And this is why I don't want my kids next to her, because you don't question God. You don't question me. And by you hanging out with Rashida, she's putting those questions in your head, and you're coming here asking me those questions. You don't question us. And she is wrong.
Who told you I didn't believe in God, though?
You know, I don't want to hear nothing you have to say. I'm not getting into debate with demonic individuals, okay? I'm going to...
What is the definition of demonic?
Listen, it's only one thing. Bend the knee and get saved, or we don't have anything to talk about.
But who said I didn't bend my knee and get saved? Why? Because I'm not the same religion as you, meaning...
Because you're too confrontational. You're not coming with the spirit. I can see a deceiver when I spot one. I know my kind.
So are you placing
that I'm in America and I have to tolerate you, but in my own home, I will not have it.
Okay, so you're a Christian and you read the Bible, but yet you pass judgment? How is that? How are you contradicting your own Bible?
Exactly. Don't question, please.
But how are you judging me? And one of the main things in your religion is thou shalt not judge.
You know what? I don't have to answer to you. Who are you? I don't answer. I don't answer to demonic forces. I'm sorry. I don't answer to you. And that's your problem. You feel like you are owed an explanation. I don't owe you anything.
I didn't ask for an explanation. I just said to you simply, how are you doing the very thing that y'all against? You say thou shalt not judge, but you stand here before me and judge me for my beliefs and tell me what I'm doing is wrong.
I have to judge for my benefit.
But it says in your Bible that you shouldn't do that. So you're going against your own God.
You know what? Don't you lecture me about God, and don't you lecture me about what it says in the Bible, because you sit up there and you fornicate, okay? You sit up there and you lie. You sit up there and you question God. So don't you dare sit in front of me in my house and question me and tell me what's in the Bible, what's not. You don't have no authority. You have no right.
And what authority do you have? Because to me, it sounds like we both heathens.
We are not the same, and we will never be the same. And
I think we are. So you don't believe that we are all God's children?
Okay. Okay, so listen. Some people say all Christians do not feel that way. I'm not saying they do. I was just making a point that people that are very religious, they are going to be very judgy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Very judgy. And they never going to see you as equal. They always going to look at you as less than. They're going to smile on your face. They're going to be really nice, but behind the scenes and in their hearts, they know that you do not sit with them. They feel sorry for you. They feel pity for you.
And it's crazy because they'll justify, like they'll do things that they not supposed to do, right? That they telling you, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. Then they do it and they justify the reason why it's okay for them. That it blows me.
They're already doing it in the comment section. They say, you judge. The Bible says judge in the spirit of Christ. You're right. So you know what? God is using me to judge you and condemn you from your wicked ways so that your soul can be saved.
So that means he giving me the same power over you.
No, you are not chosen. And that's the problem we have. We have too many wicked people in the pulpit. Do y'all agree with me? Everybody is not chosen. And you got people up here lying on God's name, saying they have been called. They've been called by the devil himself. And now when I sit here in America and allow it, and they want me to be quiet about it, and I will not. I would not conform. I would not tolerate it. I will not. I'm playing.
I love it. I love it.
Lord have mercy, girl.
Now this Diddy situation, what you got, Gigi? Because
Well, they said that he's gonna flee because he did not show up. That's what Tessa is reporting. I disagree with that.
To the graduation, right?
Yeah. What are your thoughts? Do you think he flee?
No, I don't know. That's iffy. I think he got too much going on over here. Like, flee where? Go where?
I don't know. They say he's gonna hit them goddamn tunnels.
Like, it depends on where he go. He would have to go somewhere that's not in alliance with us, because if he go anywhere that we have an alliance with, then they can bring him right back.
They said we play too much. Did y'all like that role play? Hey. But, yeah. I mean, I think a lot of us, especially race and religion, that is what they wanted.
Yeah.
A lot of us to be. You know, they wanted us to be on the front line speaking their language. You know what I'm saying? And I think I would have did good.
Hey, Mia said Homeland Security in them tunnels, for real.
I think I would have been a good radical.
Yeah, you I think you could act though, Gigi.
Yeah, I can, but I would have been a good radical. Okay, just out of order.
Look, it's good to have those qualities, because especially with the way the world going now, you might just be. Because it's getting ugly out here in these streets.
But I know what they use, a lot of emotion. It's a lot of emotion driven, especially where I come from. Now, in the Catholics, to me, they don't seem like they use a lot of emotions. But from the Black, Lord, they start preaching, and all of a sudden, Jesus!
Oh yeah, that passion come out real.
Oh God!
Yeah.
Listen, you don't even be feeling it, but shit, that hit you. How she
But some people,
that must be real. Like you know, it make you feel some type of way.
yeah, some people think that, because you know, you got a lot of people when they call them dramatic. Some of them are really, really passionate about what they believe in and what they into, like real passionate. I could get like that sometimes.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
But I don't know if I don't know. I don't think he's gonna flee, because the countries that he would have to go to, he ain't gonna be able to do. Nah, I don't think he's gonna flee. Nah.
No, I don't think so either. A lot of people are talking about J-Lo. A lot of things are falling around her. She's failing right now. Her cancel's being toured. I think it has a lot to do with her and Diddy.
Not her cancel been toured.
Well, I'm sorry. They said cancel.
Yeah, her tour was canceled.
Yeah. And it's like, man, 1 minute she's up. Now her man don't want to be with her. And I think it has a lot to do with the Diddy stuff. Do you think it has to do with the stuff, or you think she's just not that talented anymore?
No, I do think it does have something to play, and you know, Diddy has some role in that, but I don't know if I really believe she really even messed with him like that. He seemed like he was more into her than she was into him always, until this last go round. It just seemed like he was tired and he was fed up with the BS. I don't know. She never gave me.
Talk about that, Rashida. Do you think it's a good choice to be for a man to be into you way more than you into him. Sometimes
No, it
I
shouldn't
feel
be.
like
Nobody should be way more into one person. It's physically impossible for two people to love each other exactly the same. Somebody is gonna be a little bit more, but all the way like totally more. Nah, that no, it's not gonna work.
yeah, I think it could be unhealthy, but I think some people see it as a security blanket. Like, he loves me so much, he would never leave me, you know?
But then how does that work for him? You see what I'm saying? Anybody can be pushed. Okay, let me tell you, when somebody is so far into you, way more than you into them, it can end two ways. Somebody's heart can get broke, or somebody can end up not on this earth no more. I don't want nobody to be way more into me than I'm into. That's giving me stalker
I
vibes.
agree with you, but a lot of people feel that way. And they feel like that way because they want that love. They want a man to love them so bad. And that's why you hear these toxic women say, I want a man that's crazy about me. He'll unalive me.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
I know
I
you
don't want nobody
sure.
obsessed over me.
You
And
love
no,
yourself, but a lot of people don't love themselves like that, and they want somebody to love them like that. They feel like if a man ever loved them like that, then they would never be abandoned.
they
Would
need to get a
never
pet
have to
then.
worry about nobody, leaving them, even if he do beat them. But at least he there. At least he ain't
You
never.
right though.
And I
Gigi,
think
you are 100%
deal
right.
with abandonment issues, and their fear is not that he beats me, but my fear is, what if he leaves me?
But see, you open yourself up to too. I don't know. I don't know. I used to have that thing about myself, but I went and I had a child. I didn't depend on, even when I did not love myself like that, right? I felt like having a baby, the baby would love me more than anybody else, like the closest thing to my parents. You get what I'm saying? Because that's the type of love I was looking for. And to me, that was equivalent. I didn't care about if it was a guy or a woman in the picture, as long as I had my children. So I don't know, but that obsessive kind of love is too scary, because it's either they're going to take you out or you're going to take them out defending yourself.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I think when you're in that mindset, you don't think that way. Sometimes it's like, well, let's role play. Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna be the girl that I don't care. I just want him to love me. And he would never take me out of here, because I make sure I do whatever he want me to do, because I know how to be a good woman, and I know how to make my man happy. And he would never take me out, because I would never leave, and I just don't want no man that would ever leave me.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Are you do you have a death wish?
No, I think that's very harsh and insensitive for you to even ask me that.
Okay,
Hold on, I got something to say. I think that so many people are like anti-love, and we don't believe in love anymore. And I'm a very loving person, and I want to be loved. And I don't think that I should be shamed for being loved. I don't think I should be shamed for wanting a man to love me and protect me. And I don't think I should be shamed for one to be in a relationship, just one relationship. I don't want to be a whore like everybody else in this world. I just want to be with one man one time, and he is my forever love. What's wrong with
Okay, so do you want someone to love you, or do you want somebody to obsess over you?
Well, I mean, for him to obsess over me is to love me, because I
No,
want
no.
him to think about me all the time. When he on his break, I want him to call me. When he leave work, I want us to be together. Before he go to work, I want us to be together.
Whoa, 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 whoa. You asking for too much. You asking for wait.
I want us to FaceTime each other
Oh
always.
no.
I want him to have a tracker on my phone so he always know where I'm at. Just in case anything happens, he needs to know exactly where I'm at. I want him to know all my friends and my family members, and I know all his friends and family members too. And
Oh, that's fine. That part is okay. But wait a minute.
Secret. We're not going to be like everybody else.
Can I ask you, when in the midst of all of that, do y'all breathe?
We don't need to breathe. We don't need breaks. I think that's what makes people want to go off somewhere else. Like,
no.
We're going to grow together.
No.
I feel like
what you are explaining right now, the FaceTiming, the being underneath each other, that's what's going to make them want to be with somebody else. You need time mentally to yourself. He needs time mentally. That's just not even in a honeymoon phase. Should it be that deep? That's way too much.
Well,
do he come in the bathroom with you when you using the bathroom?
No, but I want it to be a safe space where if I'm in the bathroom, he can use the bathroom, and if he's taking a poop, I can be there brushing my teeth. And
why would you want to be in the bathroom brushing your teeth while he's taking a poop?
Because I want him to show that I love him no matter what.
Do you know smell stick?
I don't know what that means.
You don't think you would be gagging if you sitting there brushing your teeth and you taking a poop?
I would if it was anybody else, but because he's my man, I don't care, because he's my man and we are soulmates and we are going to be together forever. And when you find a soulmate, nothing can break you up. And when you go apart from each other, you know what happens, Rashida? You guys grow apart and you guys don't even know who you are anymore. And you're in a relationship and you just like with a stranger now. That would never happen with me because we're always going to grow together. We always going to watch TV together. I don't care for sports, but I'm going to watch sports.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Is he allowed to chill with his family members, like brothers, cousins, sisters? Can he go see his mama without you?
Without me? Yeah, I mean, as long as he FaceTime me when he get there, when he leaves, I don't mind. But why would he want to go without?
Why does it have to be a FaceTime? Let me ask you that.
Why does it have to be a FaceTime? Just so I can see his face, because anytime I see his face, he just lights up my world and my day. And sometimes when I'm without him or I can't see him or hear his voice, my battery goes down and I just need a recharge. And he's my life. He's my everything.
You know what I just found out? You're not looking for somebody to obsess over you. You are the obsessor. So he's the one in danger. You're not in danger, sweetie. He is.
Okay.
No.
Rita, he's gonna feel the same way about me.
Oh no, he's not. I could almost bet my life on that.
Rita, I disagree with you. It's a lot of good black men out here.
It's a lot, yeah. And a lot of good black men will see you and run for the hills.
No, they would not.
Yes, they will.
No, I disagree. You know, when you find your soulmate, that's the key word, soulmate. You know, so many people are with somebody they don't supposed to be with, but with me, I'm gonna find my soulmate.
Well, I found my soulmate, and we do not use the bathroom and brush our teeth together. We do not FaceTime every single minute of the day, and it's perfectly fine and healthy. Guess what? We even take mental vacations. You ever had a mental vacation?
You know what? I don't want to discourage you, but sometimes when he's in a bathroom by himself and he has a cell phone, he don't want to be talking to other women or texting. You just never know. But if you always surround him, then he would never want to do that.
No.
All eyes on you. You want all eyes on you, right?
No, I don't.
Well, I don't know what soulmate you have, but honey, I'm going to have a soulmate and he's going to obsess with me. I'm going to obsess with him, and that's a soulmate, and that's real love. Okay?
No, like
leaving me, and he don't ever have to worry about me leaving him. And we gonna be together forever. And we always gonna have each other back. And I know everything about him, so nobody can't tell me nothing about him. And we're gonna.
So what happened to your last? What happened to was your last man a soulmate?
Huh? I've had a relationship. This is gonna be my first one. Because the last situation I was in, I don't identify that as a relationship because I was deceived, and he was not the person he said he was. So I kind of scratched that, and I prayed about it, and I asked God, could he remove that relationship from my life? And he said yes. So therefore, that has been forgiven, and that I don't even count it anymore. Like, I don't even know his name. Like, I really forgot exactly what happened, but I know it was something there because I made that prayer that God will remove that out of my mind, and he did, because I don't even know his name anymore.
Not know his name anymore. I think that before you go find your soulmate, you should find your soul therapist and get some mental help first before. Learn who you are, learn the things that you like before, and learn how to love you, so that when you get in a relationship, you don't need him to do all of those things. Now, if he does them, kudos, great. That's a plus, it's a bonus. But with or without him, you're going to feel that love. You're going to feel, that you're worth something, that you're beautiful. Without him, the him or the her is a bonus. It's not end all be all.
I just feel like you feminists have ruined society, and my purpose as a woman is to support and be honorable to a man. So for me to have that mindset that it's about me, I think that's very selfish.
No, but how do you give? Let me ask you this. How do you, if you don't love you, right? And you don't take time to love yourself, to know the things you like and you dislike, how do you give your all to someone else?
Okay, I don't know myself until I find my man. My man is going to teach me who I am, and with him,
No. You're supposed to know who you are before you get a man. How the man gonna teach you? No. No. That's not how any of this works. So you looking for a man to raise you? Is that what you're looking for?
Raising me, but I need to know his ways. It's not about me. I fear if I was to be like these independent women out here, then I'm going to come with so many rules, and it's going to be like I'm the man in a relationship, and it shouldn't be. I'm going to listen to what he wants, and I'm going to allow him to lead. And if I don't have all this baggage with these ideas of what it should be and what should not, if I don't have none of that, it's going to be easier for me to listen and to allow him to lead.
But you do know that you can love you and know all of these things and still let him lead and still do the things that he like. You know that relationships is give and take. It's not one-sided. See, that's the thing. You both can come to the table with what y'all
equal. We're not equal. He's a man, I'm a woman. We're not equal.
So do you not want him to respect your feelings and how you feel about things?
Of course he's going to respect my feelings because I'm his everything, of course. But the thing is, my feelings plays a role in his happiness. So whatever it is that's going to make him happy, and it's going to bring purpose in his life, and it's going to uplift.
But what makes you happy?
Pleasing my man.
And what else?
That's my purpose. It's to please him, to make him food.
So you're a robot.
It's not about I take honor into being able to please a man.
You can do that, but what do you like? You have to have a balance. You have to have, okay, so say y'all both are working, right? And typically You get home before him, so you make sure dinner is ready. You make sure, the house is clean, the kids done ate, homework is done. Say one day you have to work a little later than he do, and he's home first.
I
Do
disagree
you
with that,
do
Rashida.
you
First of all,
expect for him to
Rashida,
have the food ready and everything for you, being that you had to work a little later?
let me tell you, if I have to work later, I will. First of all, I would not do it. I would say no because I have to go home because my family comes first. Rashida, let me tell you, first is God, then it's family, then
Mhm.
it's the country. Okay. So therefore, I have to pray about that and let's say I need to talk to my husband if I can work later. I think it's very disrespectful for me to go ahead and take those hours without talking to my husband first.
But
Without
y'all should have had already had this conversation once y'all started working. This conversation wasn't had, hey, if I have to take overtime, what days is good for me to do overtime? What days are y'all didn't have that conversation already?
if that's the case, then this, okay? If he will allow it, if he wants me to, then I would take the hours
If
and
he, huh?
If he wants me to,
If he wants you to, or if y'all agree upon it?
if he wants me to,
No. It's if y'all agree upon it. If y'all both came to the middle and found a middle ground,
there's
and it
no
works best for the family, because you
no.
said family, right? Is what's best for the family. So y'all, it's not about what he allows you or what you allow him. It's about what y'all agree on, right?
Think you get it confused as well because honestly, he don't even want me to work. Okay. But and I don't want to take away hours from him and the family. That is my duty. That's my number one thing. So if my job is asking me for hours, most likely I'm just gonna say no because I want to be with my husband. I
But what if
love
but
my
what if he don't want you? What if he wants you to take those hours?
think about is my husband.
But
Please,
you just turned down hours, and he might be like, "Why you ain't take those hours? I ain't want you here. We need the money. If we need, what if he needs you to pick up a bill next month? What if he needs you to do it because something popped up and he had to do something else with his money?"
we will pray about it, and I'm sure we have savings. And guess what? As long as we have each other, that's all that matters. And if I had to take those hours, Rashida, this is what I would do. Okay. I will make sure I prepared something the day before. So when he comes home and I'm not there, food will already be ready in a certain container, and all he has to do is warm it up. Okay.
So wait. So y'all don't. He does not touch the pots in the house
No,
at
I
all.
don't even want him in the
Oh,
no,
poor baby.
no.
Poor baby. So you never experience or wanted to experience your man smelling all good, looking all good in the kitchen, preparing a meal for you, that he made from the soul of his heart, and then come out, y'all have dinner, and he feeding you what he just cooked for you. No, none of that.
No, because I feel like that's
Ah,
taking my place as a
poor
woman.
baby.
And I don't want that. And then it's kind of no, he's taking my place. I want to
How
be
is that him taking your place sometimes picking up where, because everybody needs help, right? It's like it's teamwork, make the dream work, teamwork, team,
no,
team.
no.
So are y'all not a team? Are y'all not building an empire? Are y'all not building a family?
Yes, but I really feel like you're judging me and I don't like the feeling of it.
I'm
And
not judging, I'm asking questions. I just want to know because, like
my
for
husband
example, in my household.
I'm sorry, my husband said I have to get off. Bye. Insane.
For real, it be like that though. Like, see, Gigi, I'm the cook in my house. hands down, especially for certain things. Certain things I won't allow anybody to cook for me because I like it a certain way. But I love when my man be like, "Look, babe, I got dinner tonight. What? I'm not gonna second. I don't feel like he taking my spot. I feel like he just gave me time to go sit and do my toes or uh soaking some Epsom salt because I'm old, my body be hurting. Something, like
Yeah,
it feels good.
I want a nigga to cook. What you mean? Girl, I'm role playing. Shit, that's
Oh my goodness.
But you know what, Rashida? A lot of men, they like that character. Like if I'm talking to certain guys and I put that character on, they like, oh my goodness, where you been at? We need to have more women like you. Yes, and they just praise it, praise it, praise it.
Yeah. No, it's true because let me tell you, when me and my moms first got together, I was like that. I was so used, like when you've been on your own for so long, like not having a spouse in the house. So you used to doing literally everything. So my husband used to tell me all the time, like, yo, you got help now, right? He used to have to remind me, like, you got help. Sit down sometimes. And I'm like, nah, but I got it. I got it. He like, yeah, but then when you beat down, you can't do nothing. And it's true. So sometimes I had to learn how to let him step in, and all this crap took time. It ain't come out the gate like this now. And you get people spoiled to things. So like whatever you do in the beginning of your relationship, just know that person is gonna always expect it. And you be mad, but you have to be mad at yourself because that's what you built. That's what you showed them.
Yeah, but I would never be mad because this is what I wanted. This is my dream. Being a wife is not easy, and I'm okay when the hard work is going, but it is worth it because I have a family. And do you know how many women out here that wish they had a man? Like
Yeah.
I did. So I'm very thankful to have a husband that I can provide for, that have a husband that I can cook for, that have a husband that I can clean for. I do not complain about that. That is a blessing because so many women don't even have a husband they can clean for. They don't have a husband that they can cook for. And trust me, they wish they could. So I never complain because I know God has blessed me in more ways than one. And I am so humble, Rashida. I am thankful.
I am too, but sometimes it feels good to role play. Ain't nothing wrong with a little role playing. Hey, Shelly Boo.
Hey, Shelly. Hey, lady. I didn't even see y'all. That
Hey,
was like
lady.
role
Hey,
play.
what's up? What's up, y'all? I just was gonna yell at y'all a minute. I didn't know what the heck was going on. I was like, what the heck going on over there? We supposed to be talking about these badass men. But
Well, I guess I guess we was women and men.
yeah, it's cool. I'm getting ready to take my butt to the club. I done had a rough week, honey. I'm going to stomp on the floor somewhere.
Girl,
I
I need
know
to
that's right.
come you, Rashida, one day. We need to come on now. I'm gonna have to come with you.
Y'all got to come on and go to the club out here in Atlanta.
What club, Shelly?
You know it gets wicked out here.
My husband you remember when Insomnia was on the south side?
Yeah, I think they tore that down.
They did. My husband used to work there.
Well, they got some celebs in the house tonight, so I'm gonna try and get y'all some gossip.
Yes, get us the gossip. All right.
Yes.
And Lady A,
Yes.
how you doing, Lady A?
Hello, everyone. Hi, Gigi. Hi, Rashida. Hey, Shelly. Hello.
Hey.
Hello, everyone. I'm doing well. Very, very interesting live, Gigi. Quite busy. So much has occurred this week.
What you got, Lady A? I know you got something.
Oh, where to begin?
Everywhere.
So one thing we have not yet mentioned, Gigi, and I mentioned this earlier in your live, is that the IRS has placed a tax deficiency on the Jackson estate. So Catherine and Michael's children cannot access their money.
Wow.
Wow.
700 million.
Wow, that's terrible.
So we definitely have that situation. And
Have
then,
you heard that he might still be alive and that's why they did it?
Rashida, I have definitely heard that. I heard about this guy named Dave, who does eerily sound like Michael. He does. But I mean,
And how
it could be something that Michael would do, but there is so much money when it comes to Michael Jackson, whether he's alive or unalived.
And you heard how his brother slipped up and said that Michael met them at the airport, and then he changed up his story when he did an interview. So that's why he hasn't been doing interviews. He was supposed to have met them at the airport, and this was supposed to be 2 days after he passed.
Wow.
That was weird. I heard that interview too, but I was like, maybe he just said it by accident. Like maybe he was mistaken. I don't know.
Well, they said Tupac's still alive. They showed a picture of Tupac.
No one never really does. I've heard that since I was a kid, that he's somewhere in Cuba. I mean, he is Jada's, I mean, Jada is his widow. So Jada is
Jada
like that
wins.
one. Yeah.
Well, if they are still alive, I hope they stay alive, because if people keep saying that, they go looking for them. So,
right,
you know, wish them the best.
And it would be a huge insurance fraud. There was a huge payout. There's a big time payout. But yeah, there's that situation with the Jackson estate. Lopez is a mess. She is done. She's been done. And why would she go on tour? Ashanti is pregnant. Why would Lopez go on tour? I mean, who's going to sing her songs? Ashanti is pregnant. And Shantae Moore's not going to involve herself in this mess. Christina Milian has moved on. She has, I mean, she got paid through the divorce with Dream. Oh, excuse me, Dream.
Oh, yeah.
And Dream is the one who wrote Umbrella. Dream wrote and produced Umbrella, Rihanna's Umbrella, which actually was supposed to go to Christina Milian. So Christina Milian not only has, she definitely gets a part of publishing. She gets writer and producer credit through the Dream. So, and she didn't have to sing the song. So Christina Milian is set for life. Benefits of being married. Like what else?
Lady A.
Of course, yes.
Lady A. How you feel about what happened with Trump?
I'm going to upset the live.
Uh-oh. You shouldn't have asked that, Shelly. I already knew it was going.
I didn't know her stance. Uh-oh.
I'm going to upset the live.
Lady A, don't say it, because you just leave it alone. Can we just stick to Diddy with Lady
No,
A?
I want to know. I want to know.
I'm sorry.
Sometimes it's not good. Just
I'm sorry.
But everybody's opinions matter, don't it?
I'm sorry. I didn't like the match. I ain't mean to like the match. I'm sorry.
This is a sensitive. I don't mind sharing, but
if you go to the MAGA crowd and say,
I am not MAGA crowd, Gigi.
I just was talking to Gigi. I just had this conversation. I was doing
people making money. I'm the crowd where Black people make the most income. That's where I lie. And Gigi, I am very informed. I have a very good background in history. I have an incredible memory. And one thing I have noticed is there are particular periods when Black people make the most income. And that's what I look for. I only look for who is going to generate the most income and secure jobs for Black people. That's all I care.
And you think that's Trump?
Well, I will say this. Whenever, if you look at the past 40 years, if you look at the Republican administration, Black people, Black America has gained the most under Republicans. I will leave it at that. And there is definite evidence to say that. For example, under Reagan, the beginning, when we understand as the Black middle class, I'm sure many of you remember on the cover, it was on the cover of Jet, I believe, in the 80s, like the new Black middle class, when you were looking at Black professionals. And I think, that's my father. That was Reagan. I know many Black people are very upset at Reagan when it comes to the the DRUG epidemic, Oliver North, Freeway, Ricky Ross, et cetera.
Well, for me, I gotta do more research, Lady A, because Lady A, she's very.
I say reading. The same thing with George W. Bush.
I can't come back to that because I need to do some research.
Go ahead, Gigi. George W. Bush. Ask anybody who is Black Gen X. If you were Black Gen X, you were young and in your 20s in the early 2000s. Not only if you are a Black New Yorker, and I was communicating with Andrew, if you look at New York in the late 90s, early 2000s, remember how clean New York was. And this is, I think, after Ed Koch, how clean New York City was.
What part of New York?
Well, let's look at the boroughs. Focus on the boroughs.
Go here and stick to Diddy, because we already running long anyway.
Yeah, G don't like that political talk. So, all right, low down dirty Diddy. What's next?
So Puff, there's communication. I think someone in the chat just said in your chat, Gigi, that there is further information that Sean Combs attempted or did blow up somebody else's car.
Oh my God.
That someone in your chat mentioned that.
Yeah.
2, Gigi, what you said earlier, I do agree with you to an extent about Puff not being visible at his daughter's graduation. Because we have to remember, this is the one and only time, young girls are going to graduate high school, which is such a moment of passage, especially for young Black girls, for the little girls.
Mm-hmm.
So I do feel that it was very upsetting, especially since the twins do not have their mother. And I personally have always been a very big fan of Kim Porter. She was one of the first Black women that I saw growing up on television. And, and she favors me. She's tall, thin, melanated, the hair, like she favors me. And so I've always had an affinity towards her as a model and as an actress. So I've always
you really like that, Lady A?
Yeah, I've always been very Kim Porter, Aaliyah. Like I like, the tall, thin, dark, the hair, like that type of look. That's what I go for. That's people have given me that, like, that's kind of like my look. So Kim Porter.
Well, go ahead then.
Kim Porter to me was that first, because I remember Candy, but Candy is more like the hip hop girls group. Hip hop girls group, but like the first model before I even knew about Tyra and Naomi, I remember Kim Porter. I remember seeing her on TV. So always, and then that's how I started learning more about Bad Boy and Puff and all of that. So like her death just really, really broke my heart, because she was still so beautiful. Yeah. Even to her last days, she was still so beautiful.
All right, you guys, I'm sorry I got to break it up, but we are running down on time. Before I put up Lady A and Shelly, I was going to close it, but I said, these are my girls. I got to hear what they got to say for a minute. I was not expecting to be on here this long, because recently I've been on here for just an hour, and that's about it. But
you was in your zone. You was in your role play zone.
Yeah, your role play was really good, Gigi.
I came in.
You were kind of giving me a over there, Gigi.
Say what you said. What you said.
Your role play was too good. That was good. That was kind of giving Risa Chisa. Like you were telling a whole story. Like that was pretty good.
Thank you. That's what
I was listening to that one in depth.
I did, and I do still want to do role plays on my channel. And I want to have a purpose when I do it, so I'm trying to get that together.
I like you doing role plays, because I enjoyed the one I did with you. I like that. And then Rashida laughed when I mentioned the rabbit. Oh, not the rabbit. Like Rashida rap. I did enjoy the role play. It did
I got a new one.
Oh, which one, Rashida?
Veto.
I like doing the role play because you're very serious. Like you have very serious topics, Gigi, which are very important. You have very important topics. You also have the topic focusing on Jasmine. We all really, really, adore, love Jasmine. Jasmine is really important. She really is.
Yes.
And Jasmine is really important. Like there's nobody else we have seen in Congress like Jasmine. And Jasmine is,
everybody should be happy to see one of us in Congress. Girl,
and
go
she's
ahead.
She's like one of us, Like
we have a
she's a 90s kid. Like Jasmine's a 90s kid. She brings 90s kid energy. She's an attorney.
You should feel something in yourself like, yes, girl, we have arrived, girl. Yes.
I really like Jasmine. I don't know. Did you see her on The View? Jasmine was great on The View. Everyone really liked her. Whoopi really liked her, and Joy. They were both very, very involved. And Sunny was really relating to Jasmine because, both Sunny and Jasmine are both attorneys. So I really everyone really liked Jasmine being there. She's just smart, articulate. Jasmine, sometimes when she speaks, it's like tea. So she gives like political tea. Like she was at Trump's trial, and she was just giving all the deets, all the info. I really, really enjoyed it.
I love her personality.
I really do too. Like you can and she's 43. But
she's versatile. That's why
she knows when to put, be a proper girl. She knows when to be proper. She does.
Right.
We've seen it. We've all heard it. But then she knows how, to be that girl. So I just adore Jasmine. Like if she wasn't in Congress, I would take her to dinner. Like she's a type, that's the type of girl.
Everybody would love to take her to dinner.
Yes. Like it's hard, Black professional women, it's hard to find each other when you're a Black professional woman, like you're steady, you're finding someone at your level, because not everything has to be.
Sorry to cut you off. It's just he comes off so sincere. It's
true.
just
and she's a criminal defense attorney too.
She's passionate.
She's smart.
Yes, and she went to University of Houston, Gigi, and a lot of Black professional women. That's a good school for them. University of Houston has a great reputation. Their business school. I actually grew up with a girl just like Jasmine in District 30, and she went to the medical school, University of Houston Medical School.
I didn't even know that because she doesn't carry herself like she's better than everybody else. She just
Gigi, please don't say that. Like Gigi, that's like something everybody hears. Like you think you're better than everybody else.
No, but she doesn't. I don't get that. To me, it's like I want to be her friend. It feels like I want her in my family. I want
because I get that all the time. You think you're better. You think you're know-it-all.
That think they're better. I don't want to be their friend because it's like
and I don't know how you stand me, Jazz. I don't know how you stand me, Gigi. I get that all the time. Like I don't know how you and your live chat stand me, but at least I have you in your live chat. That's enough. Like I get that all the time.
We was talking about Jasmine, Lady A. We wasn't talking about you.
No, not from you guys. I'm talking about like in general in life at work. Like I don't want to come off like that, but I just know a lot of stuff. I don't think I'm better than anyone, but I don't see it personally. All that matters to me is just Black people making money. I just want to see Black people making income. I want to see Black stability, Black families. Yeah. That's what matters to me. Even now I'm noticing, especially after Obama, more Black men in these positions. I really am, Gigi. I'm seeing more, like you're seeing, more Black professional women, and we're going to see that more with Jasmine because of her, her existing. And she's an attorney. She's Texas, and she does come from a very proper background. She went to a very good school in Missouri, and and my brother actually went to law school in Missouri. So and Missouri has a very strong history when it comes to Black people. This is Dred Scott.
I'm trying to cut you off, Lady. I'm trying to get on out of here. At one point, thank you so much, Lady. I am one point. Like Kim Kardashian, to me, she comes off like she's better. If I was to go on a date with her, I would be concerned. Is she looking at the type of shoes I got on? Like, that would be my concern. If I go with Jasmine, I feel like she don't give a damn what I got on, what designer shoes I got on. She just want to, share a meal with you. It's a home feeling. It's a warm feeling. But with Kim, to me, it's kind of cold. It's not that warm.
Yeah, Kim and them is the devil. But I love you, ladies. I'm gonna get out of here and go get messy.
All right,
and y'all be,
Shelly. Love you
Gigi,
too.
Gigi, be good tonight, because you bad.
All right. All right, Rashida. Thank you.
All right, Gigi. Love.
All right, DJ. I love you guys. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. And I will try to put out some videos after this.